I think I said this last time, but when it comes to any like homebrewy magical items and stuff, so for example, like Trevor's dagger, do make note of anything I say about them, because I'm not going to, as to save me time to actually prepare more for adventures, just note it down, like this is what your weapon does and things like that. Time for the new homebrew rules we're adding in. One is about crits. I want a crit to feel like a crit. If you now get a nat 20 and a crit on a hit, you roll damage as normal. If you rolled a 3, what you are doing is you are taking that free damage that you've rolled and adding it to the max damage your weapon would have done. So a crit is always guaranteed max damage of your weapon plus the roll now.
So it's essentially like every RPG video game like that.
Yeah, so literally, like, so if as you swing your sword and your sword can do 1d8 and you crit, you are now guaranteeing do 8 damage plus a d8 roll. This also includes the enemies, by the way. So if an enemy gets a nat 20, it's the same apply to them. The other homebrew rule benefits those that are going to be doing 2-weapon fighting, so a weapon in each hand.
Woo!
When you spend your action to do an attack, if you get a hit, you roll your damage, everything is normal. You can then follow up that action for free with an offhand attack. That offhand attack is, like I say, a free action built into it. If the first attack misses, though, you do not get the offhand hit. So you've got to hit and have a chance to hit with your offhand. If you get 2 attacks per action and you manage to hit all 4 in a row, then you've hit all 4 in a row. This does mean a slight change to the bonus action of 2-weapon fighting now. The slight change being, if you get a hit with the offhand on the secondary, you cannot spend your bonus action to hit with it again. If you miss with the offhand hit after successfully hitting your first one, you can spend your bonus action to rebalance yourself to go and try again.
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to be doing as 2-weapon fighting from now on, to help kind of keep on par of that of like casters and things like that. Now for the experimental homebrew rule. And this one, I can describe it, but beyond how it's going to work, it's your imaginations on how broken it's going to be. It's an add-on. Yes, Big R.
Can you repeat that again? I shouted Argo out. He was just like, oh, you son of a bitch in my ear, and I couldn't hear any of it.
Seriously, while I'm trying to describe important shit.
I do apologize.
Which part do you need to describe? Because I went through 2 already.
So, you saying about the critical hit, you know, when I got that bit, it's a bit afterwards. About
so
the
2-weapon fighting.
Thing.
So 2-weapon fighting. So the 2-weapon fighting. So a weapon in each hand, not holding a weapon with 2 hands. A weapon in each hand. When you swing with the first one, if that is a hit, you can then, as a free action, go for an offhand swing because the momentum keeps you going. If that offhand hits, you are not allowed to spend your bonus action on 2-weapon fighting to hit with the offhand anymore, because you've already got that hit. If that offhand misses, though, you are allowed to spend that bonus action to pretty much rebalance yourself from the miss or the ricochet or whatever, to then go in for that offhand swing again.
Okay.
And like I say, that's a free action. So if you're a fighter and you get extra attack, which means you get 2 attacks per action, one action could literally be a hit, second action is a hit. Okay?
I think I get it.
Like I say, now for the last homebrew rule. So it's an add-on to what a homebrew rule we had at the start. Of if you get the shame initiative, your turn goes at the same time. To add on to this, to flare it up a bit, we're going to be adding combination attacks. It's down to your imagination how they work. I can give a description of the same scenario but performed in 2 different ways. A fighter and a caster, like a wizard or a sorcerer, get the same initiative roll. They decide they want to do a combination attack, so the caster is going to do fireball, specifically on the fighter's sword. At this point, the dex check of fireball's gone. It all comes down to the fighter and the sword hitting. because that's how they want that to work.
So what you're saying is you've basically included 7 deadly sins combination attacks?
Kind of, but this is what I mean, 2 different scenarios. So for scenario 1, the sword, they decide when the sword hits, the full power of that fireball is going into the single target. Scenario 2, when they swing that sword, that's now a cone attack like a fire breath of the fireball.
Interesting.
It is all down to your imaginations. If you can describe it to me and how you want it to work, then we're going to go with it. And I will most likely provide bonus damage for such combination attacks and how they're flared up. In something to help that of melee people that don't have any casters, and if you get the same thing, at that point, if you decide to combo, you will gain advantage on each other's attacks since you are backing each other up. However, the drawback of a combo, if you are choosing to combo attack, both players give up their bonus actions.
So, as an example here, just hypothetical example. Me being a dwarf, if I'm beside, say, Lucian and go, "You're gonna have to toss me," so his action would be to toss me into a group. Would I be able to transform into Fluffy Wolf and then howl for extra dire wolves to join me in the battle?
No, because your howl is a bonus action.
But I'm not doing the bonus action, but I'm transforming.
That's what I'm saying, though. It has to be full on actions.
Yeah, but even the transformation is your action, so you can toss and you can transform, but...
Yeah, you can toss and transform, but you can't howl.
Damn it. I just wanted to nuke myself into a crate.
But yeah.
Good idea, though.
As he
Like-
tosses me, I'm just shifting the Fluffy.
But yeah, so like I say...
get tossed in and act like a Beyblade.
But yeah, so like I say though, this homebrew rule of the combo is very experimental. It's probably not going to happen a lot because, like I say, you need to have the same initiative. Like you're both going at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you both have to agree that you're giving up your bonus action to do this combo. Beyond that, it's down to your imagination of how you're reflavoring your spell. How is it affecting... The thing is, you don't have to be right next to each other. So like say, a fireball is a range attack, so you can cast that at range. If it's a touch thing, you can touch their sword or whatever. 2 spellcasters combine their spells together, type thing. Like, it's down to your imagination on how this is going to work, and if it becomes absolutely fucking busted or not. It is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and we are experimenting with it here.
Do you remember Drew using the combo attack between the 3 characters he was controlling, pardon me?
For anyone who needs all the bonus things written down, I have a document with all the homebrew rules. This is how I've written them. Feel free to download it if you need it.
You know what? Just send it to me.
He's put it in the group
I
chat.
put it in the voice chat. I put it
Okay.
in the voice chat.
I'm better.
So, before we go on any further...
There.
So before we go any further, does everyone understand them 3 rules?
Well,
Yes.
I understand them, but I will have to keep my eye on them to keep remembering them.
That's fair. Now,
I might have to re-ask you whenever it comes to it.
that's fine.
Just
Yeah,
explain it
they're
again.
in the text chat, aren't they?
Who wants to give a recap?
I'll go.
Wait. Tradition. Tradition.
Argo!
Traditions first.
Traditions first. Right.
Argo, I will tell you this. If you give an accurate fucking flipping thing, I've forgotten the word for it already. If you give an accurate one, though, I will let you have inspiration twice this session.
Which I think I still have my inspiration.
You lose it the moment a new session starts.
Ah, damn it! We're gonna take that off.
It is only for the session.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a bomb parade going right now.
That's okay, just ignore it.
The window's open. We can't.
See, I did a smart thing.
I can't hear anything from your side. Like, I can hear you talk, but that's it.
Okay, that's good.
So I have some notes. I have some notes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So at the start of the campaign, we all wake up. We're all at the. I want to say we're in the trailer again. Yeah, we're in the trailer. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So carriage, yes.
No, carriage. That's the word I'm looking for. Carriage. And Sylvie and her dragon are encased in a metal cocoon. Everybody ponders what the fuck this is. Big R proceeds to poke the cocoon.
I don't remember
And-
poking it.
You did.
Well,
you did.
You poked
Yes,
it.
actually.
You poked the cocoon, and you also inspected. I believe you inspected the cocoon, and from the pings of the poking, you could hear that it is a scales of metallic dragons. No imperfections, perfect encasings, and the color is in gold palette.
Can I ask what color they were?
You just said that.
He just
I
said,
said that.
What? No, he said they were like a dragon.
Hold on, I'm closing.
he said they were a gold. He said they were like a gold
Oh,
platinum.
did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I
you
didn't
just
know that.
said that.
I was about to say.
Literally,
I
he
was like,
said it, and then you asked the question.
So while Big R is doing this, Shay is in the background going, "I know what this is." Yep. And it's formed by magic, meant to be from a sacred place. Am I on point?
Yeah,
so
keep
far,
going, keep
Lily?
going.
After some time traveling, we all make it to Killica. But by this time, darkness is falling. Most people are in the pubs. So, parked up the horse, and we went to Geralt's and Alphanos' place. Now, I'm going to end up continue telling the story here, but I'm just going to leave it at that for somebody else to take over.
You
That's
lying
not
bastard,
funny,
you
or-
didn't remember all that.
See, the funny thing is, I have Soul's notes as well because I asked him to send me them.
Yeah,
I will.
I honestly have a mixture of my own and Caitlin's notes as well.
Well, I will bullet point the rest, but for that, I will grant you inspiration for the session.
So, the clear road to Killica, we arrive in the evening time, follow Hart to Geralt and Elfino and catch up with Emmons in the inn and settle in for the night. Elfino is a wee bit on edge and revealed to see us. I only did this all bullet point form because I can't write fast, okay?
Yep.
And then there's my wall of
We
text.
were told about 5 dire wolves and an old man staying close but far enough away from the village. It was an old man with a claw and mutated fur, and the fear of Elfino and the rest of the town thought it was the fear of the mutants happening again. We got a warning, don't know full story, guy wearing a cloak. I'm taking quotations from what was said that night. Attacking deers, eating the flesh off of the deers, excessive howling and excessive howling, rambling, saying "Stay out, I will not give in to you." So myself and Lucian, thank you. Go and talk to each other in a different room. Whenever we're in Elfino's house, we make the connection that it's very similar to my character of being transformed into a wolf. We make the plan to speak to the man at night and sneak out. So we tried to get everybody drunk.
That went great, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it went perfectly.
Yeah, it went
Yeah.
perfectly. And it wasn't like Bartholomew, God love him, he keen eyes, keen senses, was like, touch my tea. Pour it out. Make a new one. What are you trying to get me drunk for? And I was like, yeah, that was, as everything was being, sneak out to speak to the hooded man, there. And it was like, yeah, Lucian and myself explained to Bartholomew what our hunches were, And while everybody else was falling asleep, I decided to go outside, give Lucian the nod to say, right, follow me out in a minute. And while Lucian was explaining everything to Bartholomew, I snuck away! I left everybody behind.
That happened after you walked out the door. You gave me the nod. Bartholomew tweaked on that something was going on, followed me out the door where I then explained
That's
it.
what I said.
And when we got there, you were gone.
Yes.
So I'm just going to pick up from here to do a bit of a quicker bullet point, just because it's been a bit. I was like, we're half an hour in. I want to try and get this in. You will also get inspiration though. So you went and spoke to the man. You discovered some details that like something's going on with him, affected him. You decided you're going to come back the next night because both Bartholomew and Lucian were spotted. So you go away, try and figure out, explain to the gang what's going on. Plans are formed and stuff as you go back to try and talk to the man to find out, no, you were meant to go back at night. It was just a misunderstanding on your part. Because during the day he goes out hunting to try and keep himself sane. So you all have tasks that you throw out the day, and then you have a plan formed throughout the night. As for the night when you go back, just in case things go wrong. During this time, Hart had a one-to-one with Geralt, finding out Geralt's his dad, finding out about his mum, his weapon and stuff, how it's properly activated, this history, and he's found out loads of truth that is very dangerous information for most people to know.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. At which point, Small R discovered he's got the ability to read minds and stuff. And upon trying to read Hart's mind, he discovered shit's going on. And the moment he discovered danger for friends to know, or whatever, he stopped praying. You all went eventually in the night. You went to go and meet this hooded man. To be discovered that he was an adventurer that was a part of an old group that was tasked by Lord Alistair about 15 years ago. He regrets not being there with his friends at the time. Stuff happened with them. And eventually the wolf inside of him consumed him. And everyone, it was all engines go, his arm is lit up, arrows flying in the sky and everything. Everyone starts to mobilize. Before they even reach the battlefield, you are swarmed by the wolves. And as he comes to bite down on you, you just accept it like trying to give him a hug, essentially. You just, arms out, I'm taking this. Upon doing so, you absorbed the wolf inside of him and gained a power to howl and call wolves. The man de-transformed from a wolf and was just there naked. And because of all the damage you took from these wolves and absorbing this new power, you collapsed to the floor, turning back into a dwarf. And this is the site that Shay, Hart, and Argo. I don't know why I keep wanting to say his name's not Argo, because his name is Argo. His played by his character is also Argo. This is the site that you saw from the back, was just Small R fall to the floor, de-transforming from a werewolf, and a man naked, hands and mouth covered in blood, surrounded by wolves, with Lucian flying in the air, and Bartholomew sitting there looking like he's ready to fucking run for his life.
Quickly, soul. Emotional damage for Caitlin.
Emotional damage.
So, at this point, Small R is unconscious on the floor.
Want to get the scene up?
I mean, it's not combat. So
I know
it's
it's
up.
not combat, but it'll still be a nice wee scene, though.
It's like, set the scene.
Scene was set.
So by this time the wolves are still here, or are they gone?
The wolves are all still here. But
Wolves are still here.
they're calm.
They're calm.
Well, come.
Alright.
The main thing you see at this point is just this naked man looking at his hands covered in blood in shock.
I'm gonna run over to
Yeah, I think
To them?
a lot of us are going to
Yeah.
go run over towards
Yeah.
Big R, make sure that he's okay.
As you all run over, the wolves step out your way, giving you space.
Fucking damn it.
Well, while everybody else is running over to Big R, I'll essentially go over to the naked fella.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's on his knees, right?
He's not on his knees. He's like just standing there, like
He's
shaking
standing
in
front
shock.
I believe he's
I'll-
standing in front of him.
I'll essentially run over to him, shield bump him onto his arse with my sword against his throat, going, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, while you do that, I'm just going to heal, this boy, here,
You don't get an answer from him. He's just sitting there like he's in absolute shock.
I am gonna walk over to Argo and Alfred, who's on the ground, and explain what happened to both of them. Explain the scene of him transforming, the wolf taking over, and everything that's happened.
Alright, I'll go over to. Well, I'll essentially just sheath my sword. Well, actually, I'll put my shield on my back real quick and use cure wounds on Big R.
Okay, I'll move it behind there,
I didn't
boy.
know it was called blah 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 blah. Cure wounds.
Yes, I'm going to put my shield on my back with my sword still against the fella's throat, using my other hand to cure wounds on Big R.
Oh my god, he's actually doing something!
I know,
I was about to say, I'd already said I was healing him.
yeah, he did.
I've not seen any rolls pop up
Are
yet.
you?
I do not. Oh well.
So, Big R, you heal for 8 damage.
Okay.
He's still unconscious. He's more unconscious from everything that's just happened than damage.
I would like to pick him up and like carry him until we get back to a safer place.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe strong man.
When did paralyzed poison?
Pick up my friend who is laying there on the ground in front of me, unconscious.
As you go to pick him up, you notice one of the wolves come up and kind of like also like put their head under and like help support Carrie.
Is it Spacing?
Yes.
It's in for the win.
I am now carrying a big arc.
Are you all making your way back towards the village, or like are we taking the forest?
Since bring him along.
Yeah, we'll bring him along. I'll tie some rope around. Who's the fucking name again?
Alfred.
Alfred's
Alfred
hand.
Drake Fitzsimmons, to be precise.
I'll.
Wow.
Someone pays attention.
I know, right?
I wrote it down.
I'll tie his hands up at least and drag him with us.
He doesn't resist at all, like due to his status shock. Like
I'll put a cloak on him so that he's, somewhat covered.
And I was literally just about to say there, Argo, do you think this is fucking Gollum that you're bringing back in a rope?
so, you all make your way back to town then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know, I'm unconscious. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just in here going.
You're being carried by me while we're heading back to town.
You're back in town, is what's happening.
Daddy?
Right, I am gonna go get him inside.
I mean, Big R, you could be dreaming about them images that Fluffy Paws sent you.
I am gonna go get this guy inside the house over at Alpha.
there's
You guys can go talk to
Yeah,
Alpha and
to remind
everyone
him.
about what happened. I'm gonna go get him in bed.
So you're taking small art to go as the rest in the bed.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, those images. Yep. I know if you had to distract myself and be like, oh yeah, oh my god!
It's a kid at the perfect time.
Oh wow! Right when we arrive back at time.
Get in. Welcome.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I just woke up.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Had a feeling you were sleeping.
See, next time, kitten, we're gonna get in contact with your better half, and we're gonna get him to drown you with water to wake you up.
My better half wouldn't even answer you. And that's not like a rude thing, like he just straight up doesn't use Discord. True.
Hey, that's me.
Well, while you're setting yourself up, kitten, if you want, if you look in the text chat of this voice chat, you will see the first bit of fan art ever made for the D&Ds.
Are you only noticing now, Trevor?
Let the DM talk.
I was saying, if you want to look in the voice in the text chat of this voice, You'll see the first bit of fan art ever made for our sessions.
And right below it, you'll find the updated homebrew rules.
I'll get you more beer, Trevor. Don't worry.
It's okay. It needs drunk anyway.
That's true. You're not here enough to
I
drink
need to
it.
go check on the child, so I'll be right back.
No problem. Give Kane a book. Are we all ready?
What do you mean, Trevor?
Yes,
Just a big
somewhat.
argument becomes
So-
that.
I'm just getting into D&D Beyond.
Sorry. So you all make your way back into Killiker.
Bum,
And
bum, bum.
as you make your way back into Killiker from the forest and stuff, carrying Small R, bringing Alfred along.
Wait, Small R's bring Alfred along?
No, you're bringing Small R and you're also bringing Alfred.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm bringing
I was
Alfred.
confused there. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, the unconscious body is carrying, like, something like, come on, you.
So is it carrying all three?
No. What I did was I tied it around the unconscious body's leg.
But you notice a small, brief flash of light happen from your carriage.
Oh!
Oh. I go, look, flashy light.
Jesus Christ.
This went from paladin to caveman.
Are you sure you don't want
looks
that
over-
barbarian?
Shiny.
Looks over at the carriage,
walks out of
sees
it.
the light.
Woman!
Bartholomew, let's go.
Looks over at the carriage, sees the light.
I essentially put my hand on Shay's shoulder and go, no, Shay.
But sparkly.
After a while of you all just standing there, just looking at this carriage, iconically, this matches so well. You see a Lilu jump out, and followed behind Lilu is a sleepy, just woken from a hibernation state of being in an egg, Kitten's character. But the thing you notice with Lilu, she's like, if Lilu was standing up like on two legs, Lilu's now as big as the rest of you.
Lilu.
Lilu has grown.
You really have turned into a kid, man.
Right, I'm still gonna be bringing Mr. Smaller over to the house.
It's just one of those situations where Sephrina literally looks at Lilu and doesn't say a fucking word.
Considering you were in the cocoon as well.
Yeah, by the way, so how we played off how your character, since it wasn't here last week, you were in a cocoon with Lilu while she was growing.
That's fucked. But makes sense.
Well.
But makes sense.
Lilu needed some snuggles, okay?
So you carry Small R over to Geralt and Alphinaud's house. What are you doing with Alfred?
Yeah, Argo, what are you doing with Alfred? Mr. Paladin.
Or should help first? I don't know.
I'll bring him to whatever. I'll bring him to the guard, essentially. To throw him behind and get him some medical attention as well at the same time.
Okay.
Ensure that he's physically and possibly mentally all right in the safe confines of a cell.
Hold up on.
What?
We're spacing.
Spicing's with you.
Spice's in the town with you.
Good.
I take it he followed me and
Yeah.
Smaller.
Surprise
I'm gonna
guards.
have to explain that one.
It's okay. It's okay. We got this.
As you enter the house, just kind of see a shocked look of Geralt and Alphinaud. Not really expecting anyone to come back injured after your last adventure with what they seen you all, where you managed to go out there and no one really come back to harm. And like now what you're coming back with one of you unconscious and then a wolf behind as well, just like
holding up that unconscious person.
it's just they're sitting like in shock and it's just like, what the fuck is up with your group?
We got a dog.
Jesus fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Right, I explain the situations to the two of them, and then I need to get Smaller to bed.
Okay.
Oh.
Immediately after
And
describing,
they're going, we got a puppy when I'm getting dragged up the stairs.
yeah, immediately after describing, Alphino just runs out the house just to go straight away to go to the get medical attention that is brought over.
Right.
What about the rest of you?
While I'm still with the guard, and I'm like, if you need any other information, all I know is go talk to Soul.
Or
Bartholomew.
the guy that's fucking unconscious is giving you the hints here. There's something wrong.
All right, I'll just.
I wasn't the only one
roll for
there.
stealth to get out of this?
Witnessed everything.
Okay. So you've handed him off to the guard. Once again, he's still not resisting. He's too much in a state of shock at the moment of what's just happened. Something he's lived with like his entire life just been taken away from him.
Is he like injured anywhere, or is he just
No.
like completely shell shocked?
Just shell shock. Like, first of all, like I say, he's covered it, like his hands are in blood, he's got blood around his mouth from when he bit down. So it's more of the state of like, he's got a calm mind on him again, like the werewolf's not trying to like interfere anymore. So he's aware of what he's done, trying to ask himself how he's done it, like why, like in a sense. But at the same point, like his mind's calm for the first time in a long time. So it's just like, what the fuck's going on? What has happened? What did I do? Like, trying to piece everything together.
Catatonic.
What was that?
The best way to describe it would be catatonic.
Yeah, he's just
in a catatonic state. He can't believe what's just fucking happened.
Yeah, he's just trying to piece it all together.
Sorry, I'm receiving messages from a
So, what are the rest of you doing? Are you hanging around? Are you gonna go to sleep? Like, what's the plan for the rest of you?
I don't know. I want to find out from Soul everything that's happening because I don't think he's told all of us.
No, he's only so far said to me what's happened, and I'm at the guard.
I thought you
Taylor,
were all
explain.
important.
I'm not with you at the moment. I'm at the guard. You are with Bartholomew, Hart, and Big R.
Ask Bartholomew. Small R's with me in the house.
Yeah, I'm
Shay.
not in the house.
Where are you, Hart?
Shay and the rest of them are with Bartholomew.
We're technically outside, and Lila and Safrina have just jumped out of like a flipping carriage, isn't it?
Well, Bartholomew's gonna have to say.
Haven't asked me yet, so.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting Bartholomew's here. So what happened, Bartholomew?
Wow.
Bartholomew is the
I
silent
thought you were rolling stealth.
He was joking.
First up,
I know
before I
you-
answer any questions, Caitlin, what color of werewolf does he turn into?
Oh god.
Want one gentleman.
You catch her when she's got food on a gob.
Nom,
Especially
I
when
didn't
it
know it was
has
a
rainbow
color.
drops.
nom, nom.
If he transforms into a rainbow fur, I swear to God, you just look into the rainbow, just going that.
He transforms into like he has white fur.
Okay. Well, you know how the dwarf turned into the big purple beastie?
Mhm.
That other guy turned into a big white beastie. So, yeah, he was trying to resist his urge to transform. He seemed to be losing it. Eventually he did. Both him and all the wolves nearby then tried to attack us, hence we fired off the flare. And, yeah, he kind of bear hugged him and bit into the dwarf, who was now a werewolf, I think.
He was a
I
werewolf.
remember now. And the dwarf kind of absorbed, after he bit him, he turned it back into a man, and then that's when you showed up. I'm trying to sort of piece it together in a way that Bartholomew understands it. Because he wouldn't know that the dwarf absorbed his werewolfism.
I mean, what you would have physically seen from your end, you would have seen, like, the werewolfism of Alfred, like, leave his feet, turning back to human, slowly going up his body, then through his mouth into the wounds where he bit.
Okay, Trevor, you know what Lumi just said? Imagine Bartholomew saying it.
Okay, gotcha.
I have such great players.
Don't you love us?
It's okay, Lumi. I have some bourbon. Do you want a bourbon? Here you go, buddy. Here's a bourbon.
Swear to God.
Oh dear. Right.
He won up me.
So
Not only did I one up you, I two up you.
To the village now.
Well, you
Didn't
know
they?
what? I mean, you know what?
Okay. I guess rest and relaxation then first and foremost.
It is still night, and roughly at this point, those that are outside, eeriness covers the air. You all kind of look up what was described earlier in the night. You see the two moons crossing over. One moon blocking the other one halfway to be crescent. That moment they turn blood red. At this moment, inside your head, Big R, you're howling coming from all across Lunaria. Other people suffering the sacrifice that Alfred may have had to have tonight. You're all across Lunaria. Like they're screaming, asking for your help.
Oh.
And then all kind of silence for a moment. And you just feel like, you almost feel like you're floating above Lunaria itself while you listen to all this. And then
Outer body experience type
yeah,
thing?
and then you feel the presence zone into one location stronger than the rest. In the Snow Peak Mountains.
I'm sorry, this sounds like Professor Xavier kind of shit.
And in your head, you see the image of familiar caves and stuff from your homeland. But then it takes you to a cave deep in the mountains that you've never seen. And from the caves, you just see two glowing eyes. And the thought of the Omega.
Bum bum bum.
At this moment, Soul, you witness Big R jump out of bed like dripping, just pinned straight up, covered in sweats. You're breathing heavy like he's just woken up from a nightmare.
Calm down. You're safe. You're in Alphina's house. You're in Alphina's house. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. What happened? What did you see?
There was so much screaming. There was so much hiding. But something's happened. I seen a mountain.
Mountain?
Yeah, it trailed into a chasm inside the mountain. And there was just these big glowing eyes. I don't know what happened. It's in pain. Everyone's in pain. It's in danger. Everyone's in danger. I don't know what to do.
What do you mean? Who's in danger?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone that was... There's people like me out there. They all need help. I need to help them. I need to get sorted.
Calm down. Sit down, buddy. Sit down. I say just go over to your night table and take like your pipe that you usually smoke from when you're on the carriage and like give it to you.
Here, calm down, have a smoke.
Emotional damage.
I was doing so well in the acting there and then I fucked up!
It was
I
great.
take a swig.
Recenter. Come on, refocus.
Ooh-sa.
Seriously, my juice came out of my nose and everything. It looks so bad.
I am the wolf. The wolf is me. Embrace the wolf.
Right.
Awooga!
Take a swig in.
Awooga!
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Good.
But no, there's so many howls. I can hear them all. It's like I've got this new power. I can see them all. And one of them's in danger, in grave danger. I think I might need to head to the snowy mountains and head back and see this creature. I don't know why it's got a strong presence, stronger than the other ones. And I think I recognize those eyes.
This presence that you felt, by the way, wasn't a sense of like it was in danger, or like it was the danger.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Recenter. 6.
The dick of my homeland.
There's a dick in a hole. I need to rip it out.
I didn't think it's Brad.
There's an evil presence. It's like I can look at it. I think we need to stop it. There might be a connection here. Well, I think we need to go look at it.
Now calm down. We'll be heading that way soon enough, but first we've got to go to Rapture.
Yeah.
Guys, let's just remember that I've completely
Look,
lost.
evil creature's right there! It's Calvin.
God, I wish I could have the webcams fixed.
You know the best thing about it is, my stream can see this shit.
And maybe loses his
God
audience.
damn broken OBS.
Oh, I got myself a burning nose now.
I was going to say, remember, no means no.
Yeah. Right. So yeah.
So it's always nice to know, by the way, when I look at the webcams, that everyone's paying attention and not being distracted by anything.
Kali!
I'm not about you. I'm not more about your brother here. Just like shit's going on. He's like, dog. I go, what happened last 5 minutes? Dog.
Look. What I'm doing right now is like Trevor needs the Cali snuggles.
Yeah, but I'm not there, I need them.
For Trevor.
You know what? If I need them so much, you come here right now and give me the Kellys. You bring Kelly right here.
There's vampires going
believe
out.
I
I'm
so much
going on right now. I ain't leaving this fucking house.
Right. Okay. So I'm explaining all this.
Yep.
The students like everything is going through my head. There's a bad thing. Right. We're gonna go to the Rapture first, but I console. It's like I don't know if I should tell anybody this. Until I can understand it. I don't want to get anybody riled up.
That's fine. Don't
Are you
worry.
consoling soul?
Yes.
Wow. Okay then.
As you do. Okay. Have I had a short rest or long rest while I've been unconscious? What the hell?
Well, I mean, it's still night because you're probably going. It won't be too much longer. I imagine you're all going to sleep for the night unless you plan to travel in the night.
No.
I was like, right.
We know
Anyway.
better than to travel on a blood midnight.
I thought all I want to do is go outside and be covered and draped so I don't have to look at the blood moon. Have a smoke, drink an ale, and check on Mindel and Murdy.
The horses should be fine. As far as I know, the rest of them are down at the carriage or talking to the guard.
I know, but the potatoes there, I'm concerned even more.
Yes, because while I'm at the guard, I'm just going potato.
Well, if you're up for it, we'll go see the rest.
Okay.
So, you all see, like you're talking about some stuff getting Safrina caught up to date about events while she's been in the cocoon. And you hear the door open of the house, and you see a Lucian and a small R walk out.
Hey, look, smaller standing. You okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to sit here for a wee minute. I need to get a bit of fresh air, compose my thoughts. How are you doing, Hart?
Meh. Better or worse, but not as bad as you were being carried back to the village.
I know.
By the way, by this point, Spisons went back into the woods.
Ah, fuck! I was going to the next question! I'd be like, where the fuck is freaking Spacing?
He had shit to do.
He said he. Well, we can't understand him. He just howled at us.
He told me he was going to go visit some bitches.
Ah.
Them bitches be crazy.
Right. Dungeon Master. I have a D&D question asked in my stream, and I don't know the answer.
Oh?
A monster with a heated body, does the fire damage still affect me if the monster failed to break the AC on their attack?
Armor class.
Yes.
What? So they didn't hit the AC, but does what still affect them?
A monster with heated body, does the fire damage still affect the character if the monster failed its
If
AC?
the ability it says it bypasses armor class, then yes. If it doesn't, then no, it has to hit the AC. But that's rule as written. Other than that, it comes down to how your DM's running it. So if it was me running it, I would say, yeah, sure, you still take a little bit of damage from the heated body.
I was going to say as well.
Though.
If you miss an AC, it could be anything from like dodging the attack to being like it bouncing off the armor. It just depends on the DM, as Looney said.
Yeah, it literally all comes down to the DM. Like, there'll be a
"Oh,
rule as
we
written.
feel a little toasty."
Yeah, literally there'll be a rule as written version of like, yes, this is the answer, but every DM's different.
Okay, can I try and howl the bring Spacing back?
You're in dwarf form.
Sure, you howl as a dwarf and nothing happens because you're in dwarf.
If I go in the fluffy form, can I howl?
I don't know. Do you go into fluffy form and howl?
Bartholomew wants you to go into fluffy form because he's contemplating. He absorbed a white wolf. Will it be a slightly wider shade of purple now?
Well, you have white
Are you literally
patches.
saying if I transform, I literally go pink?
No, you might have white patches.
Or like a weird zebra where it's literally,
No.
like purple body with white stripes or something?
As far as I understood it, it's more so you've absorbed a new power into you, but your wolf doesn't change color.
No, I don't.
We're
I
going
mean,
to
do you
science.
transform into wolf?
Mute.
I gotta follow. I had to say hello and welcome in.
Again, as always, stream, we may not respond straight away because we're in the middle of RP. Do you transform into wolf?
Yes, I transform into wolf and I howl.
God.
As you transform into wolf, you will notice there is one small change in your color.
What's that?
From the back of your neck, like a mohawk down to just your forehead, is a white stripe.
I knew it.
Fluffy hawk.
And as you howl, 4 direwolves walk out the wolf as woods.
Spice in the mouth.
Station!
One of them is Spicing.
You stay with me or through your other.
You just hear in your head, I will not stay next to you, but I will stay close.
No. You stay. You stay in carriage. Don't eat the horse.
People scared of wolves, I will stay close, but not next.
You turn in your ducky.
Puppies!
Good lord.
And with that, as them sensing there is no danger that you need help with, they all 4 just walk back into the woods.
Just imagine that bloodied wolf that we beat the crap out of just there. It's like, why was I even called out? And just lips off.
Why was I called here? It still fucking hurts as he limps away, just licking his paw.
Dick. Right. You going away? Okay. Transform back as a dwarf.
Okay.
Yes, we got rid of Fluffy for a while.
and I just look at him like, what?
Hey, he has a class mohawk now. Don't worry about it.
I just look at him like, why?
And Hart wasn't scared, even though last time we seen Fluffy got clawed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm actually surprised you didn't have him roll an attack on any of us since he's at low fucking hit points.
Actually, because of the healing touch from Argo, my hit points at 9, so I'm not low enough for.
No, you are low enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's literally 15 or 18.
Oh.
So what you're saying is if I healed him, though, he wouldn't go while he's in rage.
Well, I gotta say that Argo was healing me, Soul was healing me,
No.
and Heart was healing me.
No, I
I
wasn't
never
healing
rolled.
you. I never used to potion. Heart never got to roll. The only one who healed you was
so much
Argo.
going on.
So technically, we should have went in rage mode there.
No,
and hit somebody.
the rage, like that's
No,
the adrenaline's
not
running
again.
too much.
We're not going down this road again.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
I nearly died the last time you went in rage mode.
But if he had tripped up and taken one more point of damage, then would have went on rage.
Possibly.
Oh, good Lord. Right.
But no, due to the howling, by the way, a few people have came out of their housing, like looking in your direction, and like you can see the looks on their face. They're not amused. You've just clearly woken a few people up.
I just look over at Alpha and
Morning.
like, they can go back to sleep. Nothing's wrong. He's back to normal.
Sorry, I had a really important question to ask and I couldn't do it, and you like casual dung. I had to literally. Now go look at Mindel and Murdy.
They are perfectly fine.
Well,
then.
I'm gonna go join the rest of the group and see Kitten's awake.
Yeah, that is should be with Mindel
Freedom.
and Murdy.
It is getting like, but
Right, well, I see everyone's awake. Now, do we want to go sleep?
Not gonna
It's
lie,
really-
the look on Sabrina's face right now is the half awake, just woken up, one eye closed, half open, other eye, and just a.
You look like you could go back to sleep, Sabrina. Mm-hmm.
You're awake. Go back to bed. Speak to you in the morning. Bye.
I would like to investigate the back of his trailer. Is this cocoon still here, or did it disappear?
Nope, it's gone.
Son of a bitch! Every time I go to grab stuff and it's like, yeah, it's gone now. Ah, for fuck's
Might I
sake.
suggest we all talk to Alphano again in the morning and get some sleep?
Yeah, and then we'll catch up. Get everybody else catch up with the rest of the stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go.
Oh, you fed the dragon a carrot.
What?
wait, what?
Fluffy pause the stream. It's Fluffy pause the stream.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah. You all. In that case, you all go to bed. You all have a long rest.
Way long rest.
Noise.
I fucking needed that.
Not like we needed it. I was about to say.
True.
For fuck's sake, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, go away, Steam.
During the night,
During the night?
follow you.
Okay.
You have a dream that there is no shapes or anything. It's just a voice. It's the voice of your sister that you remember talking to you many times when you were younger. And you wake up from the dream, sit there and think about it a bit while you're hearing her voice in your dreams, to realize it's only about a day or two away from when she sacrificed herself to give you your eyes. The day of her death is approaching.
Can I ask something?
Yep.
Does our nosy dwarf hear it?
Nope, he sleeps like a baby.
I've got a lot of shit going on. I'm gonna pass the fuck out and not listen to anything.
Be more like he's sleeping like a rock, so he just hears nothing.
Waiting for a dwarf sleeping like a rock. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not
so
sleeping
you
like a
wake
rock,
up.
I'm sleeping like a mountain.
Yeah, you wake up to realize you're like 2-3 days away from the anniversary.
How far is the travel?
How fast the travel?
Like a day or two.
Yeah, it's like 2 days. But to get to the grave where the memorial's generally done, it's about 2.5. Well, 2 days of carriage and a half a day of walking. It's a little bit outside of his hometown.
And if we brought the carriage, it would go faster.
Yeah.
We have the carriage.
Yes, I know.
Adam?
Yeah.
No, okay. He's just checking you were here.
Rahul is currently sitting on his own. He's not going to sit and talk to himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just the rest of us are weird.
The rest of you can say, I start waking up, I walk down. Not up to me to say when you wake up all the time.
Hart's had a lot of information as well. He's.
You went really high pitch.
Right.
Because I really can do that, you know.
Right. Early in the morning, Lucian wakes up. And just walks down the stairs. Is Alphino awake?
Alphino, yes.
Or is the rest of them?
Alphino, he is currently at the front door, talking with some guards.
Okay. I just look down the hall and go, "Good morning."
He kind of looks back from the like, morning, yeah, and goes.
Right, I go out to the kitchen and start brewing some morning coffee and tea.
Okay.
Shortly after
I am going to be waking up with the smell of tea.
I was going to say that.
Shortly after I wake up as well and walk downstairs, see that Alphino is talking to guards, and I go, "Alright, boys."
Sorry, what was that double echo there?
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Apparently, Argo's inner throat has become that of an echo chamber.
Yep.
I walked down the stairs and I go, "Alright there, lads." As Alphino was speaking to some,
He's gone very Northern Irish as well.
Alright, Uncle Andy, let's go.
There we go. That's the name I was looking for.
I mean, I didn't realize there was a Northern Irish region in here.
I mean, you say that, like...
Actually, there is. It's a dwarven mine called Norn Iron.
Is it in Genova?
On the Northern Answers,
Yeah,
the
it's
Northern
Snow
Ireland,
Creek.
the big beers, the nose hard to deal and smelt with our
No,
shoulders.
no, Hart, it's in Snow Peak.
Fuck off.
Okay, so you all start waking up and you all start going downstairs.
Coffee and tea ready on the table with cups.
Oh, even
For
better.
everyone.
Thanks, all.
No problem.
What flavor of tea is it?
I grabbed one out of the cabinet. Pretty sure it's like Earl Grey or something. Like, it's a nice mixture of herbs.
Tastes like nettles.
I don't know tea.
So by the point you're all like sitting down to have like your tea and everything, Alphino come and joins you all like he's done with his conversation. So that was the guards from last night. Apparently our gentleman you handed over is a lot more calmer now. He's actually talking, and if you are okay with it, he's requested to come and speak with the dwarf.
Okay. I will speak to my brother.
May I accompany you, Smaller?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's requested to come here and talk to you.
Oh, you've requested to leave the place and come here.
Yes.
We're in Alphino's place, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. How do you feel about this?
Have you guys here?
If anything happens, we'll make sure to deal with it.
He goes back to the door, signals to the guard. They'll bring him over in just a few minutes.
So, Little R, while they bring him over, are you going to fill us in on everything?
So, I got bit. And then it hurt really, really, really badly. And I had a heart-to-heart. Fine enough. Hi, heart. Good morning. And I just wanted to show this guy that he could control it, but he just in that much of a mindset that he could not break out of his mindset that he couldn't control it no more. And yeah, I have new stuff going. I don't understand it yet, but whenever I understand more of what's going on, guys, I will let you know. Because if anything goes dark, I want to make sure you guys are okay.
Speaking of
Yes.
Heart, you seemed quite distressed the other day.
Oh, still am, don't worry.
Do you want to talk about it?
So, before we get into any further detail, real quick, hold that thought. We're going to go BRB for just one quick moment. One, I need a bio break. Two, Big R needs to let his dogs out. It's been about an hour. And three, when we get back from our break, our new player's joining us. Just a mo.
Oh, I hope
First of all, real quick, who doesn't want their camera on so I can put the profile picture in front?
Well, if you don't mind me smoking on camera,
I don't care.
on your stream. Okay.
I don't care.
On your stream.
Okay, so we're back into it. Lucian, you were talking to Hart about his thing.
Yes, just that
Oh,
he
yeah,
seemed
yeah.
awfully distressed yesterday, and it's something you wanted to talk about.
It would be better for me to keep it with myself at the minute, but I appreciate the concern.
Alright.
The information that I came across could be dangerous.
At this point, you hear a knock on the door. You know you're expecting this. Are you expecting Alpha now just to go and grab it, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna answer the door.
Answering the door.
Okay. So you open the door. You see a familiar sight of Alfred. You see a guard with him, and next on the other side of Alfred, Chaos. Would you like to describe your character? Since you have been looking after Alfred over.
Over what? Sorry, your microphone cut out.
Over the night.
Over what? Sorry, your microphone cut out.
So you all see a 6'8" tall, elvish-looking person with pink hair. The skin is grey with yellow lines all over the visible seen flesh.
Static? Sorry. Static? Sorry.
It's female, not male.
Mommy? Sorry.
And her eyes are this light green, and if you don't look her directly in and concentrate, you don't see coloration.
Oh god.
And her hair is tied up to a little ponytail, and it's pink. And she wears purplish clothes.
Tech magic on a weird golem.
Is that my fur?
Fuck's sake.
So you cast Detect Magic. And
Are you alright there, kid?
is the item magical or
No, it is
No?
a power. It is not magic.
If it's not visible, I won't be able to detect it. It has to be something that's visible.
Okay, visual wise, all you detect is just the fact of she clearly has an aura about her, similar to that a similar aura to that of Argo type thing. Like this is someone that's clearly got like a blessing of some kind. But at the same point, when you look around her energy-wise, it's like the energy of magic around her is very distorted, kind of thing. Like it's not quite right in place.
You all see as well, I forgot her breathing is different. She has a complete different breathing style.
In what way different?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, are you
people breathe into the chest, and she has this weird. It is a flat movement between belly breathing and chest breathing. Complete synchronous movements.
By the way, the other thing that you designed for your character is that on display.
Yeah, on the side of her arm here.
So just do this. If you look in roll 20, all should see this around her neck as well.
Roll 20.
I don't see nothing apart from roleplay, no combat at the minute.
Should show you are. Click show to play. Should show you are. Click show to play.
Yeah, I can't find anything either.
Nope. Send in the picture.
There's nothing in handouts.
Yeah, there's nothing in handouts.
You can send.
Yeah, there's nothing in handouts. Reload!
Or should I send it into the D&D voice chat thing?
Yeah, it's still not bad.
I think you have to send it. I don't have it on my PC right now.
I don't know why. But there we go. If you all look in your journals, you'll see a symbol.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
I've had to make it visible to everyone. Instead of just popping up on screen. I don't know why that doesn't work.
Hey, look! It looks like 5 moons.
I know nothing.
Oh yeah. I remember this artwork. Yeah, I remember.
So-
By the way, she has the slides tilted head and just watches.
Okay.
Bar, follow me. You will notice this symbol. It is one of the many symbols you've seen in the ruins of Rapture.
Okay, I still can't find it anywhere.
It's in the handout.
If you go to the third tab on the side where the chat bit is, like third one along, should see a symbol.
The second one down underneath Lucian's necklace?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Ah.
So
I
you
have
like
one
say,
question,
you will recognize this symbol from the ruins of Rapture. The same place you'd seen the symbol of Bahamut and the symbol of all these other beings.
Do I know whose symbol it belongs to?
No.
Do I know whose symbol it belongs to?
I have one question. I'm from Killica. This person has been like looking after thing for the night. Do I know them?
Nope.
Okay.
So this
That was dying.
Okay, my first question to new character. What is your name?
My name? My name is Eldin Presum.
Eldin.
Presum.
By the way, point out to all of you, by the way, point to all of you, by the way, this is the first time any of you have seen a race like hers.
Interesting.
You look different than what I know, and I'm a very old person. However, I never came across your race.
And I would pat you on the head.
Touch my head. You haven't taken me out for dinner first. Don't touch my head.
I like this new person. Scratch him behind the ear.
He's a dwarf. Why should I?
We've also got a fox.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay, that'll be a fun surprise for you later. It'll be fun.
I am over 100 years old. How come I've never seen your type of elf before?
Do I know how old I am?
Yeah, you know how
old you are.
you know how old you are, and you know exactly why, because of your circumstances of how you're here, is the reason why. But you're quite fully termed with all this yourself. You know your own age.
Yeah. You see, for a moment she counts in a small different way and say, I think right now it's hard. This body is 24 years old, but I am older. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know how to describe it.
Shay hears this and just starts over like, what?
It is hard to explain. I'm sorry.
So, this body that you're in at the minute is 24 years old, but you're older.
Long story why, but yeah.
Shay, have you had breakfast yet? Shay, have you had breakfast?
I don't eat.
No, ask Shay.
Shay, not Eldon.
Oh, sorry.
Shay, not
Stomach grumbles.
Oh.
No.
Someone
There
give
you
her a
go.
fucking gem.
Do you have the crystals?
I still have the crystals. Here you go, Shay.
Thank you. Nom, nom.
He did not just hand her the whole bag.
As Shay eats the crystals, you just kind of watch a slight worried look come over as your new party member's face, like you can see like taking a mental note.
Can my character have a book in the pants just to write notes down?
Sure.
To take notes.
The young one's eating the
Something,
crystal.
and then puts the
dwarf
things
is
away.
pissed off. The fox confuses me.
There's also a dragon in the house. Right?
Alphino kind of like breaks the conversation a bit. Can we continue this conversation indoors, not leave the door open? Come on.
Yes, sure. Come on.
I was just shouting from the table.
And like as she's all stepping and stuff, he explains as Eldon here is a traveler and came into the village as last night as we were taking Alfred here away and volunteered her services. She is that of a cleric. So she has been looking after him all night, traveling, looking for something. I'll let you all deal with it. I'm gonna quickly go out and do some duties I need to do around town.
See you later.
He leaves.
Eldon? In which god are you a cleric to?
I'm a follower and a priestess to River.
This is a god that none of you have ever heard of.
No, I'm just
Is that
sitting on
what the mark is on your shoulder?
face, like,
Great. I did it in multiple domains.
And
What was the name of the
Eldon?
god?
Yes,
Is that what the mark is on your shoulder?
Yes. That is his symbol.
Making mental note.
The one of the things you notice, by the way, as Eldon, when you're saying this, the look on this party's face is not really like what the fuck. It's more like, okay, that's interesting. Like they're not like, they're kind of used to this type of information being passed on. The guard, though, he just kind of gives you the stink eye to the side, like, you fucking crazy witch.
I'm used to those gazes, so it's okay. Do I see anyone with a godly symbol?
Oh, my beard is bigger as a god itself.
Judging on your background and where you come from, you don't need to see, you feel. You feel the godly presence going through that of three people in this party. In full presence, that is. You feel a godly presence going through a guy in armor wielding a sword and shield, being Argo. You feel a godly. You feel three forms of presency of godliness going through this human as fighter of a sword, and you feel a godly presence going through this fox. Also notice a slight hint of godly power going through this tiny dragon that ate a crystal.
Keeping my distance from the tiny dragon. I'm sorry.
Well, half dragon. She's half dragon, half human.
Yeah, from the tiny dragon.
well, as you've told us your name, I think it is only fair that at least I tell you mine.
No.
My name is Lucian. Good to meet you.
By the way, while you're saying this, my character just walks around you, gentle as a big being can be, so to figure out if I know this godly feeling.
Recognize one of them, because
Raising your arm, turning you a little bit.
So you recognize one of them. Two of them confuse you. Like they're connected to the one you recognize. The one you recognize is the presence of Bahamut. The other two you feel are connected to Bahamut, but you don't know them.
I would check your hands. Oh, a follower of Bahamut. Nice to meet you. And I would just take your hand violently.
Can I say one point? I love the way how much of Bartholomew we all have that we're not even interested in Alfred at the minute. It's just this new person. It's like,
We get told that Alfred is being brought to us, and I'm like, okay, this person walked in instead.
Literally, all this happened, the guy's just holding Alfred, and Alfred's just like...
And then I would go to Arg and walk around him to figure out which deity.
You feel... The presence that's trying to cloak itself is something else. It's trying to disguise itself as what you've recognized during your traveling of the year, that what people would call the Moon Maiden. But you feel it's someone else doing this, trying to not trick the world, more help the world try and believe type thing. Like, they know it's not their place to do this. They've chosen to believe in this other god. So they've stepped in their place, knowing them very well. If you want to try and, like, pinpoint who it is, give me a religion check.
while I'm at it, by the way, is there not like any...
8.
8? No.
I rolled a 4.
Sure, yeah. By the way, Bartholomew offers the guard and Alfred some tea. Yeah, you from an 8, like you like I say, you can tell like that there's something else going on here with this paladin. Like, it's not the Moon Maiden, but they're trying to pass themselves off as the Moon Maiden.
Hi, I'm Argo.
Jesus.
Can you please say to which deity you believe in?
Oh god, that's a fucking one.
You believe in the Moon Maiden.
It was just said.
It's almost like...
You're a paladin in a world where they believe in only one god called the Moon Maiden. Oh, I wonder which one you've...
my faith in a while, but if I recall correctly, it is the Moon Maiden.
And the moment you say that, you see her face just from this nice to just anger. So you're a believer, but you don't believe.
Well, you see, many things have happened within our travels.
Do you even know how to believe in your deity? Do you even know how to believe in them? You know the deities will die if they don't have faith.
Oh, I know. It's just that I just haven't had the time.
You always have time. You make time. If you don't, you will lose that power.
I will get to those typing in chat in just a moment, don't worry.
Argo, you better get down on your knees and start praying.
The Moon Maiden's a night deity. You pray at them at night.
So while you're having this conversation, we've got Big Haha, Bartholomew, and Saul going over to Alfred. What are you doing?
Well, I was offering him and the guard some tea.
Fair enough. Like, the guard doesn't take the tea. He's like, he doesn't have a hand free. He's got to make sure one hand's on him and he can't exactly hold.
I really doubt he's going to do anything, honestly. He could not whisper a quicker death if he tried something.
I'll just say the guard's name and be like, just calm down for once.
He just kind of like sighs, just like...
You're all interested with a new person here, where I'm just like...
I'm just sitting enjoying myself.
I mean, the thing is, while you are all talking to the guard and stuff, like, them two are like... she's berating him, just like...
That's what I'm telling myself is a way.
So, upon telling the guard, like, to calm down and everything, you just watch him, like... we go again. Fine, and he just his hand just lets go of the rope, like, fine.
I do have a question.
Hey, I'll take that rope back, by the way. That's my rope.
Jesus Christ!
I untether the rope and throw it at Argo, going, there you go. I put my arm around Alfred and say, right, we will go into the other room, like the kitchen.
I do have a question for Lumi.
Yep.
So, was there no energy coming from my eyes whatsoever?
No, because not at the particular moment, no.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure he was the one that cast Detect Magic, and he does it with his eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, but by the time she was looking around, the Detect Magic would have worn off.
Right. Well, since you've, tapped me on my shoulder, basically, I'll follow you into the kitchen.
Okay, so you all go into the kitchen.
I will be behind with the tray of tea. I was offering it to him. He's now just been unbound and immediately gets dragged off into the kitchen. I'm like, well, I'm not holding this for the sake of it.
Would you let the man have his tea first?
Well, everybody's
I
getting
bring
all
my
fast.
cup of coffee.
While we've got this Elden character being so fascinated with all these other people, we'll just let them have their fascination.
Right now, it's not fascination. Right now, it's just berating.
Yeah,
Just
while she's
talking someone down.
while Eldon is berating the paladin, it is, believe me, Small R and Bartholomew who will be singing to Alfred.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone else is joining.
No, I don't.
Hard to see the guy being very.
I'm pretty much sitting there admiring the fact that Lilu has grown exponentially.
By the way, don't forget, if you haven't done so already, to add to Lilu's sheet, you get to add 1 minor or 1 major trait to her because she hit level 5.
Yeah, that is right.
How big is this room that we were all just in, by the way?
Yeah. As we're walking into the kitchen.
All of us are in here, plus Alfred, plus a guard, plus a big fuck off dragon.
Yep. As we walk into the
it.
kitchen. Fuck Daddy Valley! Poor dragon. Daddy Valley, thank you very much for the 700 biddies!
She can get bigger, just saying.
Eventually, like, if we get to the level, it's going to get to the point where she's not going to fit in a house.
Adam, it's just my childhood home. It's fine.
So, as myself, Bartholomew, Lucian, and Alfred head into the kitchen.
For the third time, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout back to the dragon. I'm glad the Viagra helped, and then walk in.
Do I hear that as well?
You hear him shout when he walks in the kitchen. You hear him shout at the dragon and kind of stops your brain thinking like dragon. Like you immediately kind of look for Shay, but then as looking for Shay, you clock on to Lilu, and all of a sudden the pieces start coming together in your head of who this group is.
Dun, dun, dun.
First thing, can I pet the dragon?
Or to pet your dragon. Coming this fall by
Yes,
DreamWorks Animation.
The growing dragon. Can I pet the dragon?
My dragon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as it seems.
I kind of look at Lilu and she'd probably be giving me that head tilt thing.
Thank you for the 500 bits.
I'm just gonna like nod and just be like, approach her slowly.
You see, hands up, slowly approaching, putting the hands down so the dragon could smell. And I'm treating it like a scary dog right now.
So the Lilu is completely custom. She is 100% unique. She has a platinum to like a pale gold gradient on her scales, and she does lightning damage, right?
Yeah, I believe you picked lightning damage, and I think you maybe picked it to be a cone or whatever. While petting Lilu, before we go back to these in the kitchen, you will not godly presence on her, but a godly link to her. Feel that she is a child of Bahamut.
Dragon. And she looks like a metallic.
Yes.
Because the Kamadic is Tiamat's sister. And you see, while petting, I'm still like a priestess, keeping distance, but not. Like acting extremely kind, but
But fangirling inside.
distance.
Yeah. So we'll quickly go to these in the kitchen. Okay, you're with Alfred.
What's the guard doing?
The guard is sitting there drinking tea, being with you, is just kind of watching.
We are very special people.
Yes, we are.
That's an understatement.
I look at Alfred, and as Bartholomew is pouring the tea for Alfred and the guard, and he's sitting there having his tea. I go, my brother, didn't I tell you? There's always a way.
Indeed. Thank you. It's been a long time since my mind's been calm. I would be lying if I didn't say it, if I said I didn't miss that power. But until things are set right in this world, I don't think I should have it back anytime soon. I wanted to come and tell you about why this curse is turned the way it is. As I said to you the other night, indeed it seems like you are the Alpha. You are the one that can save those that are becoming corrupted by taking their form away, as you can see. One being makes us this way, that causes the insanity. His existence alone is what causes it. The Omega.
Do you remember everything before last night? The memories, the sleeping, the howling.
I remember it all.
The dreams?
Very little dreams.
What do you know about the Snow Peak and the Red Eyes?
What I know about the Snow Peak is where the Alpha's meant to resign. It's where the Alpha comes from. And that's what it was said, legend, when I went to go and seek knowledge about my power. Is upon this research, I found out that the Alpha is the one that can save those that are becoming corrupted by the Omega.
Have you ever met the Omega?
No. Stories I've been told, very little who meet the Omega survive. The Omega is said to be the original werewolf that's been drove to madness, that's caused the rest of us to go insane. It's only the power of the Alpha that can stop him.
Bartholomew is furiously taking down notes.
Because I can't find my pen and paper.
I just love there's so many people in this thing, like when you're telling him information about stars, they're all just like, one moment. Yeah, cool, yeah.
That's usually me, but I cannot find my fucking notes.
No, I don't mean like you players, I mean like the characters themselves, just like you tell them something like, yep, cool, noting this down.
I have been attacked by so many wolves, I am taking this note.
So, Lumi, did you already go through and...
I've already given the +1 AC and the +2 to Strength and Constitution to her. All you need to do to her on the sheet is the minor and major trait.
Did you add the 15 feet to her cone radius?
Nope, because I didn't know what it was already and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was leaving that to you. I'm very new at these sheets, so I did the bare minimal.
Alfred, I don't know if we can get your powers back to you. But I think if you want to, you can stay with us and help out with the adventures, because somebody that has been through what I'm going through, I think you would be the best for advice, even whenever I'm stuck.
I don't think, now that my mind is at peace, there's somewhere I want to go first. I want to go and find some old friends that are traveling, trying to find answers to a problem that was made, and I want to help. I want to be there to help this time. I may not have my form anymore, but I can still fight. I can guide you.
Oh, I know who they are. They have a carriage, 2 horses.
Yeah, I can tell you the location of another wise wolf. In the region of Nazareth, I believe I called it. I might remember that off the top of my head. up there in the snow of Nazarick, there's another wolf that resides there. He seeked a life of solitude after things started looking like they were going bad, and it seemed to have helped him. He said he went through the temptation of corruption once, managed to live through it. So he might be able to provide better answers than I.
What's his name?
His name is... I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right, is all. His name... Edward.
Is what?
Edward.
Really?
I was trying to think, like, I could think of one name, I'm like, it's not that name, what's the other fucking name? I know I've got it written down.
But I mean, Twilight references.
Oh no, I've never watched it.
Small thing about Full Metal Alchemist.
Full informational fact right now. No, full informational fact right now. I have never, ever watched a trailer or a film of Twilight.
Wow.
All I know of Twilight is has werewolves and vampires type things. That's it. That's all I know of Twilight. I've never seen it. I've never watched a trailer of it or anything.
Well,
So I cannot give you a single Twilight reference.
I was waiting for somebody to shout after you said, and his name was John Cena.
But Chris, we'd never find him because you can't see him.
Yeah, his name's Edward. I went to him myself for guidance a long time ago when I first got these powers. In some ways, he was my teacher.
Was his surname Elric?
No, but that is the reference.
The name was more familiar to me from Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Right.
So these friends that you're meeting up with, where do you think they might be?
He regularly take pit stops in Tarragon.
And any brief description in case we might have come across him?
Last I seen of them, there was a friend of mine, a monk. He lost his arms, big guy. There was
a monk who lost his arms?
Yeah.
Called Bergai?
Yes.
We met a guy who introduced himself as Bergai.
He had robotic arms.
Imagine that's probably the handiwork of the dwarf in Rudius Village.
Do you remember the dwarf's name?
I never asked it.
As Naton Greyforge.
Sorry, what was that?
Naton Greyforge.
So there's some people wanting some upgrades.
How do you spell Naton?
Naton.
Okay, then I got it correct.
Another friend of mine is a complicated fellow. You never know if you're catching him on a good or a bad day. Called Montgomery.
Did we not pass a Montgomery?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Wait there. Whoa.
We would know if we passed the Montgomery.
Who was the name of the monk friend?
The guy. You just said that one.
Alright, but I know the monk friend's name, but who was the friend of the monk that we seen
Montgomery.
on the way up here?
Oh, the friend of the monk? No, you see him with Zorus.
You saw Bergai with Zorus.
Yeah, do we not want to develop this information? Like, you know this person, so you might know this person that was actually with your friend.
I mean, do you tell him that?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. It's roleplay. I'm not going to tell you what to do. What do you want to do?
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm asking Bartholomew and Lucian as freaking small or big beard.
Right.
It's like, did we not just pass that monk with that name? And do you remember? Do you remember the name of his friend that was with them?
The guy who was with
Zorus?
him
The guy who
would be
has
Zorus.
showed up multiple times?
Yes, I'm literally just playing in a character here. Do we want to tell him that we just seen them, Enzar?
You're talking out loud. He can hear you.
I mean, not only that, like, Bartholomew did say we saw a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your friends might still be there, but they were on the road.
They
If I
flew
remember
off.
correctly.
One,
If anything, they flew off towards Tarragon, as far as I remember.
I mean, like I say, Montgomery tends to travel a lot. He travels along with another friend, a halfling, called Willow. Typically, because Willow owns the carriage that they travel on.
That sounds like a fantastic carriage.
In the back, typically carrying his wife, a lass called V. She lost her mind. Every now and then, they'll meet up, typically region of Rapture towards Horror. Another friend of theirs, an elf called Esper. And on the rare occasions, they'll meet up in Rudius to meet up with a. He kind of looks around for a brief moment, like a metal friend who's not bad. This friend is the claim as the name to fame of how Naton shoppers became so popular.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. If you're saying that your friends might be heading up the Rapture,
They head all over the place. I'll be going to Tarragon first. It's the easiest normal place I can catch them.
okay. Well, I know we're heading up the Rapture next, but if you want, please keep in touch.
We'll be
speak.
heading to Tarragon ourselves afterwards. Maybe we'll see you again.
Sits there and like he kind of like looks around and realizes like some of it.
I'm sorry, the microphone keeps jumping out.
I would say he kind of looks around like his belt type thing, like trying to grab something, and he realizes like some of his stuff isn't on him. Guard,
Hey, look at me, Grant.
guard, where's my pouch that was on my belt? Still back at the prison. Can you pass it to these before they leave? There's a message stone in there.
Oh.
I'll be able to grab another one when I'm back in Tarragon, and we keep in touch that way.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Caitlin, emotional damage.
Well, thank you, brother. But please, if there's anytime you need help and you need aid, let us know. If there's anything else that my companions here would like to ask you,
I mean, all I can ask is, can you convince this guard to let me leave? I'm not of danger anymore.
then we can speak to Hart and Geralt and Alphina.
I
Please.
think we should be able to arrange that.
Yeah.
It's everything I need to say. The guard, like, come on! Walks him out until it's all, like, sorted. Back in the living room at this point, we see a...
Very
yeah, we see an Eldon walking around, Hart, feeling the godly presence. And you feel... Let me get the flipping name, because my memory's a goldfish. The thing is, I've said it many times, but like I say, memory
Goddess
of
of nature.
It's the goddess of nature, but there is an actual name.
There is an
Uh,
actual
Well,
name.
haven't given us the name. as
He
far as
has given us the name multiple
Oh
times.
god, he did. Oh no.
Like I say,
Oh, I
this
need to
thing.
look through this.
Eva. EVA.
Yeah, that was it.
The goddess of nature. You feel her presence bound to that of Heart.
Nature, interesting.
You also know the goddess of nature, by the way, to be a very, like, motherly figure. Well.
It's weird that you can tell this from just looking at us.
I was raised at the temple, so I'm pretty used to different deities, how they feel, what type of followers they most of the time have.
Sounds handy, actually.
Handy and not, because the temple was, if you're not good enough, you may be killed.
Jesus.
I also head back into the living room.
Different
Please
time.
tell me he walks in at that moment.
You heard most likely my character say, "You may be killed." Completely out of context for you.
What's this about? People might die?
How I was raised.
Okay.
By the way, I heard so much about you guys. I wanted to meet this group as well.
You've heard about us?
Yeah.
From who?
What
People talk
exactly
about
did you hear?
Adventure group with a dragon, helping people.
You
Yeah,
also
sounds
know
like
this
us.
group's name to be that of the name they registered of Bahamut's Chosen.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Whoops.
So there's a thing. If only 2 people in here are connected to Bahamut, why did you all chose the name Bahamut's Chosen?
Well, you see, there was a tournament, and we couldn't really settle on a name.
Alicia, maybe you want to answer this one.
What, me?
No, me.
Lucian.
He said Lucian.
I thought you said Lumi. I'm like, why do you want me to explain this?
every other reason.
I explain what happened back at the guild hall. Not about like the backroom thing, but like when we registered to the tournament.
About all the connections that you had that kind of were linking back to Lord Alistair and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, not Lord Alistair, like Bahamut and like
No.
how he had like seemed like indirectly had ties you all.
A few of us know that, but you know.
Yeah, a few of you know that, but like obviously you don't want to go into great detail about some stuff. Maybe it's up to you, up to use.
So whenever
I
Mommy
just, like,
Bahamut and Daddy Bahamut
brush
love each other very
lightly
much.
over it.
While she was looking at you, you're even while talking, see that her blinking is unregular. And she has a weird time before she blinks again.
I am not even gonna like take account to that or anything. It's not weird for this group to see this type of stuff.
Yeah, but it's weird for Elven looking person.
Yeah.
This group doesn't care. We've seen weirder.
And if you have seen how we reacted to most people in the past episodes, you know we're just.
Character doesn't.
Okay.
There's a difference between how the player knows things and the character
no,
knows
that's what I
things.
mean. The characters have just been like.
Oh, trust me, they all know not to fucking metagame because I bollock them for it.
I forgot.
Especially
I will,
Trevor.
if I'm allowed to travel with you, I will give you my ability as a healer.
Great.
That would
You
be
can help
very,
me by
that would be
Happiely.
very welcome.
Everybody's got a job. Your job is literally shovel up the shit.
Yes, we need a healer.
I will.
You would be very welcome into our group.
Hart was just doing the math of healing there and was like, healer, lay on hands, never uses it.
Yeah.
Have you any?
So, Potato, what do you do to what they've said to you?
Well, I've literally just been berated, so I'm sitting on the couch going,
I have 15 goals because normally I don't charge people for help.
Good. I'm gonna charge you for staying with our company. You're gonna help shovel up Mindle and Murdy shit with me. You have to start somewhere in this group.
So what do I need to do?
I am a dwarf that still has disliking the elves. I've just gotten used to Alpha now. You are a new race that I've never met over 100 years. I have high suspicions.
Hang on, but I was raised by elves.
Yeah, but you're a horny fox. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah,
You might have just gotten serious, but you're still, as far as my mindset, you're still a horny fox. That's all.
What was the
Steve's
name?
Potatoes got something to say. Yes, Potato?
Heart, get your lead back on.
Maybe.
You've got to be kidding.
Why would he?
Don't worry
I don't
about
ask.
it. Don't worry about it.
He's a bard. The bards that I saw, they have their moments of horniness, but moments of being honest and being, how was the word again? Courageous.
He is very honest and very courageous, especially whenever he gets into a bar at night. But he's been very recently.
Man
He's
with a
been,
ponytail will tell you.
yeah.
Where you all see she
Argo,
takes a notebook
I
and she
know
writes
you
again,
need it in the best of means, but
put it away again.
I don't think he needs a leash anymore after everything we've gone through.
Well, while everyone's talking, Shay's just like sitting in a chair, just playing with her doll's hair.
I'm just like, are
How
you
the fuck did you get a
seriously
doll?
suggesting
You got a doll back in
leash
Genova.
in my home city?
Oh no, I just said that to throw you off. You don't need a leash anymore.
By the way,
There's
she
no way-
holds her money back. So
I
do
kinda
I need
just
to pay
feel like-
now?
You pay no one.
No. You don't need to pay anything. Don't.
You're fine.
We all,
You're fine.
we
you're
all
fine.
chip in with food, rations.
I don't eat and drink.
helping- Well, this is
You
why you're
don't
going to
eat,
help
you
shovel
don't drink.
I don't-
Mindle and Murdy
yeah.
shit.
Wow, you didn't pick up on that until now.
Well,
That still
I'm-
bugs me. The fact that she says she doesn't need to eat or drink.
I used to weirder people.
Alright.
I mean, let's look at our group. I mean, we're the weirdest bunch of people around.
Hold on. Lumi,
Yeah.
what can I roll for that?
For what?
To try and like, I would say insight, but it's not insight.
What the fuck?
What are you trying to do?
maybe.
Like,
Huh?
what?
She has said this twice now, and nobody else is like,
Well, the fact that she doesn't eat a drink. What would you want to try and roll to try and understand that?
yeah.
Survive? No.
You
No.
try and think.
Medicine?
Wisdom or
Yeah. We'll say a
history?
medicine checks. We're talking about the body here.
Medicine?
Yeah, we'll say either a medicine or investigation. Your choice.
I'm like looking down the list going, I don't even know what the fuck you would roll for that.
I want to do a history to check to see if there's any like I am over 100 years old. I should know what type of elf is right in front of me.
The answer's no.
I mean,
No.
I'll put it big. I'll put it this way to you. Even if you rolled a nat 20 on a history check, you do not know.
Bartholomew. He's trying to hide stuff.
9.
9. I mean,
Bartholomew
you
was trying to say
don't
something.
like. You get the feeling something's different, but you just don't know what.
So the Drow already told me he never saw someone of me, and guessing like 200 years old.
So I'm like 145.
You look 200.
According to your sheet, you're exactly 100.
More than that.
No, you look like 200.
Okay, let me have a look here.
So that means
Ian, we're the babies of the group.
so
I know.
I'm called a foreclaimer.
A foreclaimer.
A foreclaimer.
Where's your money?
And when did they full claim you?
The moment you say that, no. The moment you make the pun, her happy demeanor just turns to sadness.
Yeah, Adam. By the way, if you got the name that you asked for,
Yeah, I
Sorry,
got
I
the name.
didn't mean to.
I'm making a list of the gods because I just realized there's a few of them now. I'm also trying to mark down what they were god off, and I just realized I don't know what the fuck she is the god off. So that's what Bartholomew's next question is
By
going
the
to
way,
be.
the pun was as a player, not as a character.
Yeah, no. The moment people talk about her race, her face drops to sad. I
That's
can't help you all with that though.
The
anymore.
music changes to be very fitting.
It's set on auto right now. I just say it to mysterious.
Mysterious.
Right.
So,
Well,
um,
do we
Sorry.
have anything we need left to do?
what did you say your god was the god of again?
Moments, because brain. Features. He is.
Okay.
He is multiple things at once. He had clerics in the area of life, in the area of death, and the area of grave.
Oh, that is okay.
So saying what he is would be saying the moon is the earth. Not right and not completely wrong.
So the moon is the
There's three
Earth.
names that are very weird together.
Wait. The moon is the Earth.
The moon is made of stone, and most likely, as how I remember, don't take me to 100% to it, it was created from the same material as the Earth.
Okay, because the first thing I thought whenever you said, the moon
What's
is
other
the
moon made
Earth.
out of?
Why are we talking about astronomy?
By the way, the god is called Rebre.
Yeah, you're gonna type that in somewhere.
R-E-B-R-E.
I mean, if you want the spelling, look at the symbol I shared you all. That's the god's name on the symbol. The symbol of God's name.
I have
Rebre is a forsaken one.
Lucian.
Yes.
I forgot to ask when he was talking about in the other room about the friends. Did Montgomery V and the Willow ever resonate with you at all? This is a
What?
player, not as a character.
Wait. Repeat, please.
So
He's asking, like, as a player, he's surprised that you didn't
Yeah.
ask. Would have the mention of them names, would they have resonated with your character?
You know, the way that you were a child when the worms were attacking, and there was.
I wasn't thinking of that at the moment.
Dark Elf let you give you the ability to hold a heavy axe.
Yeah, that's true. Lucky enough, it wasn't my ass.
By the way, while the characters talk, she sits down.
Bum, bum, bum.
Not on the chair, but she sits on her legs. Basically, she sits. I don't know how it's fucking called in English.
Cross-legged?
It's like the Japanese.
No, not
Cross-legged.
cross-legged. The Japanese way.
Yeah.
Oh, kneeling down, yeah.
Got it.
wait, I know what it is, but
Hey, at least someone knows. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's like when they sit on top of their own legs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got
And
it.
she does sits there just.
Alright.
Any more questions?
Nah, because whenever you said about the whole, the moon being the Earth thing, my first thought was, are you from this Earth, or is the actual moon your Earth? Yes, I was gonna go there.
Is she an alien?
You said your body is a lot younger than the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
How exactly old is the rest of you again?
wow,
Yes. I don't know exactly.
that's a hell of a question.
I'm still trying to figure out what in general happens. To figure out how old I am now. That's the only thing I feel comfortable right now to share.
Did you ever visit a temple in the region of Rapture?
Does my character know the region names? Like from before?
No, they would have been probably very different, very like celestial sounding. If anything, back in your time, like it was, like there wasn't a region; it was just the land type thing.
Rapture?
The southeastern region.
When he describes like the directions and like kind of points in the way and stuff, you sit there and mentally think for a moment in your head, and you're like, you kind of twig on. He's talking about where you lived.
Was the city I was grown in that area?
Was there a temple there?
There were many
Dedicated-
temples around this land.
Was there one dedicated to your god?
Actually,
And a
that's
few others?
Yes, and most temples had designated areas for many gods. So there was not a separate temple. I was raised with other soon-to-be priestess together from different gods.
Wait a minute, something just clicked. You know the names of other gods?
Yes.
Do you know the name of the
How?
god of truth?
Do
Bernie doesn't know yet.
I remember?
When he mentions the god of truth, like immediately a name will pop in your head.
Thank you. Well,
I'm gonna have a trouble pronouncing this because I remember I wrote it down when I first heard it. I was like, that sounds cool. Look at it later and dyslexia kicks in.
Try to pronounce it.
The Hazaras. Yeah, V-E-H-R.
V-E-H-R.
Yeah, V-H-R.
V-E-H-R.
U-H.
U-H.
T-A-S.
T-A-S.
That is the name of the god of truth.
V-E-R.
You will remember the god of truth being very mischievous, devious type character. And he was a god that a lot of other people didn't really want to associate themselves with, as he only ever give blessings or help for a price, never did it for free.
What? Please don't tell me you made a deal.
No, we haven't talked to him.
I haven't.
He isn't a good person. He's not a good deity. He only makes or gives blessings if he has something in return. Many people didn't want even to be associated with him.
I believe this is the same as what the monk told us. Like him having met him before.
Any price, as long as he gets his price, will be good for him, as long as you pay.
I'm sorry, is anyone else not curious that this elf that we don't really know about knows the other gods in a world that worships one?
You know, it's going through my brain
Like, in a world that literally doesn't
How-
agree with the existence of multiple gods.
I have been sitting here saying something is off, but no, everybody ignored me.
Yeah, that...
I'm still
like,
sitting on the sofa going, the fuck, 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 the fuck.
I will point at the paladin. We pray today. The moment it's ability and it's correct with the moon sectors, we pray today. You need to fucking pray.
The fuck, the fuck, the fuck, the fuck. Just my paladin mind is going. The fuck.
So yeah, any questions?
You talk about the God of Truth. How do you know him?
As given, I was raised at the temple.
Not only were you raised at the temple, when it comes to like knowing these gods, the city you lived in,
was
the city of the gods. You not only had multiple people that worshipped them, you
They were
lived
there.
alongside them. Like they were people you could sit at a table with.
I have multiple questions, but
So,
I cannot at the minute.
but by the way, I was raised at the temple in the city of the gods. I lived next to them.
Wait, hold on. City of Gods.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Bahamut. I was able to talk to any deity when I needed to. Is that not normal anymore?
No.
actually kind of
No.
dangerous to be worshipping other gods at the minute. Like, saying it out loud is kind of problematic.
Yeah, just go
sometimes.
for it. He needs to quickly let his dogs out.
Oh, right, okay.
Why?
What do you wait, Hart? What do you mean dangerous?
Ah,
By the way, just to clarify, it is literally only used a lot in the house.
I gotta kind of look around and be like, it's like super dangerous right now.
Why?
I'm trying to find my notes. 2 seconds.
But why? Wait, but why?
Why? Why, Hard? Why?
Back when I was growing up, everyone believed in at least one, but had the ability to talk to more.
Where is Soul?
Are
Right.
you looking for the notes I sent you?
I can't use my own. Right, because from what I remember, Geralt said something about the gods.
Yes, he told you about like Malik and his forces, along with it being a bad idea to tell people about Bahamut and such, and that you knew about him.
So
Yeah.
basically, you
Told about the
chose a
goddess
bad
nature.
name already. You already chose a bad name as a group.
Effectively, yeah.
So it's fitting that someone that knows gods basically is
Right.
here now.
Obviously, right, you guys know what Lewis said to me last session, apart from one of us, so I'm going to repeat it. Can people please tell me what the fuck it was?
I will let you off this once. He was telling you all about pretty much Bahamut and all these other things going on, about Granny and stuff, and like all these things that were told to him, being your father and stuff that would have to happen to you because Granny had had a prophecy about you and all this stuff. And he was told to shut up and not say anything, because he is one of the select few that was chosen to be told about the past and all these gods. And having that knowledge makes you a target to Malik. So he told you can tell your friends if you want, knowing your friends were already in Malik's sight, but be careful who else is around.
So, what Lemmy just said, Hart has said,
Got it.
and he's going to be like, I wasn't sure about telling anyone because of the danger and targets it puts on the backs of everyone around. And he's going to sort of collapse into a chair as he's sort of saying all this.
And I'm gonna look over at him.
When Hart is explaining all this to you, Eldon, you're come shocked when you hear the fact that Malik has turned evil. Because back in your time, he was a hero, he was a good guy, he was Bahamut's chosen angel, and he was like Bahamut's right-hand man. And like wherever Bahamut went, and he was always like, there was no way to be a bigger symbol than good than Malik, other than being Bahamut type thing. So to hear that he's turned to evil is shocking to you.
Yeah, so he's a traitor to his deity.
Traitor to all of them, by the sounds of it.
No, he was Bahamut's right-hand man. He was a symbol of good. Did I know him personally because I knew Bahamut?
Yeah, you would have probably had some interactions and stuff.
I knew him personally.
Well, if Genova's anything to go by on the way he acted there, yeah. Not anymore.
Something happens to him. I need to know. I'm sorry. Fucking Rhaegar.
You're saying I didn't even look up to see if they were coming through on
Rhaegar,
screen, but they
what do you
probably
have-
were.
Bigar, what you have missed?
Yeah, that would be great.
So Hart explained everything that Geralt said to him to the entire group. And when Malik came up, it shocked Eldon, because Eldon knew Malik to be this ultimate source of good. The only way you could be gooder than Malik was being Bahamut type thing. So to hear that Malik has turned to evil has shocked them. So yeah, that's pretty much all you've missed.
Does this trigger anything for my character? Any form of memory?
Memory? No.
Okay.
Although you do know that now I know certain things as well.
Yep. Yep, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and look over at Hart. Hey, Hart. This is also for the rest of you. You all know Alistair.
Do I know this person?
During your year travel, you probably have went to Tarragon, bumped in, and
Okay.
felt. You may, if you never met Alistair, you would have felt Bahamut's presence inside Tarragon, like not like someone's blessing, like you see on Soul's character, like Bahamut is there.
I have something to tell you all. I've been wanting to tell you for a while, but I've gotten away from it. Lord Alistair is not just Lord Alistair. He is Bahamut, the god of the dragons.
I need to talk to him.
He flew
But
back to
Bahamut,
Tarragon with Dragon
He is
Knight.
he is back in Tarragon.
Yeah, it'd be the complete opposite direction to what we're heading at the minute.
At the moment, we're heading to Rapture, but we were
Wait.
thinking of heading there afterwards.
DM.
Yep.
So I know Bahamut. Can I send him a sending? Because the sending specific, I need to know a person or the thing that I try to send something. So technically, I know this deity.
Yeah, sure, you could do a sending. Now, just remind me real quick, with the spell sending, can they... I know there's a few messaging spells and they're all confusing in my head. With sending, are they able to reply?
Yeah, they're replying a 25 words message back.
Okay.
Even better.
So,
Good lord.
Is this like telepathic texting or something here?
Yes, it's pretty much you're sending a message through,
Argo,
magic.
have you got off the couch yet, or are you still...
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck,
how is the bad guy called again? My brain?
Malik.
Malik. Okay, cool.
Malak the Balak.
Lord Bahamut. Without him, Lord Bahamut. I'm in need of your knowledge. Could you please tell me about Malik? In your service, Eldin Prism, priestess of Rebra.
Okay.
I'm within the word count. That is important.
Just like Word document up and going.
Yeah, basically, it's a Word document going.
Okay, if you have questions, you can ask them.
You
Everyone
hear...
else is asking questions.
What?
Just keep me quiet.
Stealing?
Kitten's like trying to work out what her character would do in this situation.
No, someone try to steal something from me.
So, you hear back. If all is clear, focus on the pendant.
Oh, that's the one around, seeing this one.
Oh, good lord.
What are you... Alright, you're trying to balance, okay.
Okay, cool. I noted it down. I would be slightly confused because I was not expecting so a short answer. But classic with deities. So, what does he mean with if all is clear?
It's dangerous. I've said before.
I think I know exactly what he means.
By the way, his thing was message, by the way, unless Eldon has stated pendant, none of you know. When the message is casted back, it goes back into her head. So none of you have heard that message. So Eldon's just said, what did he mean by all clear? You've heard that?
Yeah.
They've said nothing about a pendant yet, so you can't respond to the pendant.
Can I hear it because I can read minds?
Do you choose to read minds?
Fuck it, I'm bored.
Okay.
So, do you need to understand the language?
No.
Understand what was said? Okay, cool, because she doesn't think in common. Just keep that in mind.
So, I take you focusing on Eldon here.
Mm-hmm.
Reading her mind, you hear the message from Bahamut. You hear like multiple thoughts going on, like she's trying to figure out. Specifically, the one question that constantly repeats in her head that she's trying to get the answer to is, what time am I in? And a figure pops along with this question, two figures specifically, and it's the last memory that they have of their time of an image that you recognize, a figure being Granny, and a figure next to Granny, just all kind of like robed up, like not like hooded, but robed, royal robes looking type thing, proper like gold, like royal looking type robes. And on these robes in the middle, in like golden embroidery, is just that of a clock, but halfway done. So it's only like from 1 to 6 type thing. As from 6 to 12, it's kind of like not there, if you know what I mean. And the figure just kind of like going like this and opening a portal, and them standing in.
Question.
Yeah?
How do you know Granny? Now everybody is shocked whenever I say
I
that.
know that Granny is
Oh yeah, like
the
I'm just gonna
fairy.
be like,
You know
See
Granny is a
what I
fairy, and
was-
you know Granny as the god of fate.
You mean the god of faith?
Granny?
Yes.
wait, you know Granny?
The goddess of faith, right?
Yes.
Granny.
You mean the goddess of faith?
Yes.
Granny.
She trained us.
Granny,
academy.
yes.
He,
We were trained by
I-
Granny at the
I-
academy.
as given, I was born in the city of gods, so yeah, I know her.
Dude,
There's-
just
I've
a dungeon
never
master here.
heard of such a thing as a city of gods.
Okay.
You don't?
No.
And you see immediately sadness washing over her.
Right, go on, ask your question, there we go.
If I ask what time, what date, and year that you remember,
Do I? What date and year do I remember, DM?
the time, date, and year before she got here.
It would be more specifically the year is what would stand out.
Yeah. What year do you last remember?
And the year that you would remember, in terms of what their time is now,
Yeah.
it would be 3,000 years ago.
Boom, boom, boom.
So you
It's
came
really
to the
nice.
year 3000.
So yeah, I say, after doing a little bit of my 3,000 years ago?
Okay, then I tell.
Wait, 3,000 years ago.
No, do we know what is the year for us at the minute?
I mean,
I'm assuming that we realize it's 3,000 what she says the year.
Yes, that. So whenever she says, okay, so
Because I
you remember this year? That was 3,000 years ago. This is the year that you're in at the minute.
yeah, I mean, I'm not giving specific dates and times. I mean, it's developing in a whole system.
I'm breaking that down for myself. So it's like, so the year that we're in now.
So you remember whatever year it is
It has
right
been
now.
three-
It's up to your imagination what year it is. 3,000 years ago is the year that she remembers stepping into this portal.
Right,
Okay.
we'll just explain what year it is right now, but I won't say in
That's what I am
specifics.
doing. That's what I'm doing is
Yeah.
explaining this because I've asked the question, what year do you remember? You remember this year? Okay, that was 3,000 years ago.
So I will sit on. Is there a couch or a chair?
Oh yeah, you're in the living room.
So you see her sitting down,
Oh fuck,
doing
and
this.
Shit,
and
she's
just
going
cries.
to never know
Just cries.
While also going through her thoughts, you'll have picked up like about her home as she goes and thinks back about it. And even though it's not exact area, it's familiar enough to the point where you can recognize where she's actually talking about. And when you kind of translate that to modern day, like from this memory, the city she's been talking about this entire time is where the lake is.
In Rapture.
Yes.
Okay.
Bartholomew, I think we need tea.
Wait there. I'm the one looking at her mind here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying this in general because she
Yeah.
started sobbing. I'm like shocked at 3,000 years. I'm just assuming.
Can I just decide to run out? Because it's
Bartholomew.
right now, it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, you can walk
knowledge
out, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, so she gets up, sprints out.
Bartholomew. Let's make some tea and get it ready. Someone's gonna have to explain what happened in the last 3,000 fucking years.
Lucian, I guess we're going on a hunt.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
We'll go after her.
I must say, I'm not gonna lie right now. I'm kind of surprised that, like, you know, Bartholomew himself personally has not been trying to get the party to leave and talk on the road or anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that as well.
I don't think Bartholomew's on mic. No, he is.
Yeah,
Just
she
like-
just keeps running. Right now, she doesn't even care where she's running. She just runs.
Yeah, we're following.
I just point in the direction and tell Lilu to chase.
To be fair, me and Lucian's already out the door.
What day is it now, Lemmy?
And by the way, my dragon can fly now.
What time of day is it now, Lemmy?
With how long you've all been talking,
so
it
you're
would
saying I can fly alongside
it'd be
the dragon.
coming
Cool.
pretty close, if not
Morning,
already
afternoon.
midday.
Yeah.
Right, well. Alright, guys, let's go.
She now has flight equal to her movement speed.
Okay.
Alright. So before
I figured you may pick that since it's unlocked at level 5.
So we look at the potato going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, slap him back of the head and say, get in the carriage.
Okay. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Well, we're
the-
still just
the
chasing, like, our new...
Can we see where she's
Art,
going?
Lucian,
I mean,
and
since
the
you've, like, followed
dragon
right behind, yes,
away
you're
doing
keeping up.
chases.
No, I'm just wondering, can I see where she's going? Because I know the time way better, and I'm hoping to, like, cut her off at some point.
Well, let me ask, Eldon, are you running straight? Like, have you just picked a direction and went? Or you
I
kind of,
just
like,
out of the
run a
door
little bit
straight.
that way,
Don't
run a little
fucking
bit that
care.
way, like,
No.
you're just going
Just
straight?
straight.
Oh, well, then there's
In
no
that
chance
case,
of-
since the running straight, you
Yeah,
can,
I
like,
can't go.
you know, you could, if you wanted to, you could kind of, like, maybe take a route where they might come out at type thing.
Oh, yeah, because if they're following the path type thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Hart, you deal with this. I need to go speak to Alpha now.
So,
I think we do this first.
Okay. Okay. We do this
I
first.
think we're going this way. I'm kind of, like, trying to go down.
Right.
As you are running, by the way, just there's a Lilu just slowly catching up flying.
by the way, you hear yelling in a language you don't know.
I kind of say to Lucian to keep following the way, and I try to go off the, or not Lila, I say to Lucian to keep going, and I kind of go off in a direction I think will come out in front.
Alright,
Okay.
keep going.
Go ahead and roll me a d20, please. In fact, roll me a athletics.
I'm athletic.
It's pretty much the scene from Pokemon 2000 where Lugia is flying alongside Ash as he's running.
Basically, yeah.
That's pretty much
15?
Lilu
Yeah.
and Lucian right now.
Um,
I love this.
so yeah, with your knowledge of the area and stuff, you managed to, like, come out ahead to the point where, like in a proper, like, anime scene, like, we would see, like, as Eldon is kind of running, screaming, and then just out of the bushes, there's a heart right in front, like, I'm here!
So, that happens, and she automatically, I make an attack roll, because she full-on goes in attack mode right now. Those are
good
25 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the moment you scare her, her whole hand turns purple. And
God, I'm having flashbacks!
cool, that is just one. You would take 7 necrotic damage,
Oh, damn.
and I need
I
to roll
thought
a
the
separate
D6 was
dice.
slashing.
No, no, the D4,
Ah.
and
I'm
2
actually not-
slashing, as
Yeah.
you get slashed by a claw.
Oh, damn. Ah!
So I take it I arrived to the scene seeing Heart on the
Yep.
ground. Right.
I'm assuming you were continuing running after that.
Yeah, attacks and keeps death.
I'm just gonna be like, go on!
Cat, keep on running after her. As
There's a
I'm
brief
just,
flashback
like,
back in like the central point of Killica. We just see the rest of the group getting the horses and stuff ready. They've already sit there like word's been sent for like Alphinope to release Alfred, and a pouch has been given to you all while you're sitting again. These like to you, it's like you're just having a normal thing. Like, come on, we're getting ready, get the carriage, everything going, and it's like, you know, it's all perfectly fine, average stuff. Nothing bad's
I'm
going
keeping
on.
an eye out for the dragon to see which direction we need to head in.
Literally just going off and oh, do you have a spare barrel? Please and thank you.
He goes off, gets you a barrel, and now we could quickly go back to this chase scene.
Thank you.
Right,
Just keep-
as I keep running, I like try and get in contact with her, like, wait up! Just try and calm her down, like, as he's running.
Do you respond at all?
Moment.
I have an idea.
Okay.
While she hears, and with the familiar aura your character has from the gods, she slowly calms down.
I have to laugh
And-
that 2 people that are
and-
very connected to the gods were the ones that chased after her as well.
Yeah, and then memory just hit that, all her friends and family basically dead. So, she stands now, but is crying, and the claw is still there. And the moment you're close to her, in melee range, and she tries to attack you again. So she tries to attack you this time.
Well, so that sounds like a you problem.
So are you coming close enough? You would be in 5 feet of her. She stands now.
No. I'm keeping my distance after seeing what happened to Hart as I ran out, like, past him.
Just
So,
started lying on the ground like, oh, go on!
Lilu is going to land next to Lucian.
Okay. As an action, your dragon can speak to a non-hostile creature trying to hypnotize it. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Technically, I'm hostile right now.
You are hostile towards
No,
her.
hostile toward everyone.
Yeah, she's hostile.
I'm hostile
Yeah,
towards
she's hostile.
anyone.
One more. Let me finish reading.
Right now, I'm not in my character is not in a great mindset. She's hostile against everyone, even dragons, even
I mean-
animals.
What I'm gonna say is, you're not really hostile. You're more in a panic state because of all the news. So I'm gonna allow this roll to happen.
So what do I need to roll?
You need to do a wisdom saving throw. And what's the dragon's proficiency bonus right now?
Should be 3 like the rest of us, right?
3.
3. And then what's the charisma bonus on the dragon?
The charisma bonus is a 1.
A 1. So you need to beat a DC of 12.
13.
Gee.
I
You-
rolled a 7.
You are not hypnotized.
They just landed on her.
Yeah,
What?
no, next to Lucian, as I understood.
Lilu's
this
next to you.
Point. No, wait, no, that's a bad idea. Never mind.
By this
I
point,
guess-
have we caught up with the carriage to pick up Hart and on our way?
You've picked up Heart by this point, yeah.
They ran
You just kind of see a Heart just like... He's like caught his breath against that, like get ready to start running but holding himself like, fuck's sake, not again. And at this point, like Heart's here in the carriage like, hey, jump in!
Heart's just gonna be like, fucking hell, that's the second time this has happened!
Like, while we're over there, I just stand there with, like, my arms up. I'm not your enemy. Saying her character, Eldon? Eldon, I'm not your enemy. Calm down. It's me, Lucian. You've just met me.
And in a mix between multiple language, like every bilingual person has a problem, she just mumbles.
Have we caught up by this time?
Yeah.
Just a little bit longer.
And the hand slowly turns back from down to up. She just mumbles, falls onto her knees, and holds her head in.
At this point, you've
even
caught
more.
up. They're in sight.
Okay, so use your insight. I'm sitting
run
in
him
the
over.
front.
At this point, I will try to approach her to try and help her calm down.
With as bilingual as I am, it would probably give me a headache.
I shout to Lucian. Stop! Don't move! Stay where you are!
Okay, not moving. Not moving.
By the way, her mix is her native language, Sylvan, Celestial, and Common. She just goes through every language at the same fucking time, nearly.
I say, Eldon! I know where you came from! I can bring you back where you last stepped out of that portal. And then we'll walk you through. But the one thing you have to do is you have to trust us.
Yeah, Common,
So,
Sylvan, Draconic, and Elven.
Still, you
Common,
understand
Dwarvish,
Common, Sylvan,
Elvish,
you
Halfling.
understand more than maybe the others. She's
I have
pleading
Elven.
to go home. She's pleading to go home.
Yeah.
I have Elven in common.
Sylvan,
at the minute, I'm
Sylvan,
at
not
this-
Elven.
Yeah.
At the minute, I'm far away. I cannot read your mind, but I've already read it to know where you've last stepped off. That's why I'm confident enough to say I know where you last stepped off before coming out of that portal.
I have Druidic.
I will bring you back to that spot, and you can take the steps that you were
I mean, the
supposed to
spot
take.
itself was in some woods nearby. The city itself, her
Yeah.
home, is where the lake is.
I can tell you where the ruins are, for which there are markings of your god.
I have not explained any of this shit.
Oh no, he knows that around there are ruins with the gods. He knows that.
Yeah, from by following his backstory, he knows that there is.
Like fucking hell, this is not again.
She
Is that-
slowly calms down, looks up, looks to her hand. Do I see heart?
Yeah, you
No,
would probably hear him screaming in the back of the carriage.
Yeah.
I'm speaking in Druidic. I'm not letting anybody know that.
So you all see she just slowly gets up, walks in a slower pace to heart, puts her hands on the wound she made, and casts Cure Wounds.
Yay.
At this point, Lucian will just find himself comfortable in the cart.
I cannot
Yeah.
repair everything, but 4.
4 is fine.
I'm guessing
Came up as an unknown player, by the way.
Yes, I'm coming
Yeah.
up front.
Oh, no, never mind.
So if
I just
Lucian's
don't
coming
know
up
where-
front,
Well,
I'm
I'll
literally
just
just
come
going to sit and ask Lucian, do you mind sitting in the back? I want Eldon to sit in the front, and we're going to let her see what she can remember from 3,000 years.
That's
Or all less, I'm just going to when she heals me, I'm going to be like, well, at least instead of the last time it happened, you heal me instead of the person attacking me again.
I'm sorry.
Hart just kind of laughs it off. And
It
gets
is just learning now that everyone you loved, you liked, your family is gone. Hurts.
Yeah, Hart's just gotta go get up, and pat her on the head, and then walk and sit down, and be like, "It's not the first time I've been attacked by someone. Won't be the last."
Nope.
I'm still sorry. I didn't mean to.
You're fine.
Speaking of dead family, Dwarf, could you please step on it with the horses? I have a memorial service to get to.
Yeah, that's fine. Right. Lucian, if you can jump in the back and Eldon, you can sit out me at the front. If there's
Yeah,
anything that you can remember on our way up to Rapture, which you
Don't
can
sweat
like point out.
Do me a. So, Big R, do me an animal handling check before you roll it, though.
Damn it.
Eldon, do you want to assist him or not?
Yes.
Roll with
You wanna do
advantage.
this? Advantage.
I just realized Lilu is now big enough for Shay to hop on the back of her and ride her.
Yes.
Oh god.
I'm not riding that fucking thing.
A dragon riding a dragon.
I'm sick of nerdy.
Shake an hour ride, Lilu.
So I'm just working this out. So we're
Oh
never
my
gonna
god.
talk about
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so yeah, with that check, like
Oh,
you
wow.
sit there and like double time it, like out, like what would normally have been like we'll say probably about a good day and a half's worth of travel at a normal pace. You've managed to make up in this one travel session. So like you're ahead of schedule. Like you've made up for the time you spent talking essentially at this point.
Yeah.
By
So-
the way, 4
so-
hours? Like
Bro,
a way of
yeah.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Cool, that's a fucking long rest for me.
So
I'm just gonna be singing away in the back.
so at this, like say at this point, you're about a day's travel outside of. You're in the Rapture region, but you're like you're a day away from the village inside Rapture. It's nighttime at the moment.
I'm like in the carriage. I'm just focusing on my own thoughts, really, not really
So,
thinking of much else.
Big on
The music that's kind of distracting you.
so by the
I
way,
try and just close it
yeah,
out.
I'm basically
focus
having a
on my
long
own
rest.
thought,
That's
effectively.
great. I have a long rest.
I'm going to pull over the carriage and tell everybody to set up for camp for the night.
Hey,
I would, if it's okay, take the first watch.
That is
I'll
fine.
take first watch as well.
I'm going to
What do
settle
I
down
want?
Mindle and Murdy, and I'm going to get some rest.
I mean, I was gonna offer up first watch as well with the new person.
Yeah, we
because,
still need to
yeah,
pray, so we
apparently
pray
I'm
first
being
before
forced-
you sleep. We pray first before you sleep.
While you're doing that, I was like, I think we should eat before anyone sleeps, and like create a
Yeah.
campfire and then use Druidcraft to light up.
I'm
So by the
expecting all
way,
you
what's-
to do that while I sort out Mindle and Murdy.
What time of moon
That's like
cycle is it? What
Well,
type of moon is it right now?
Like you say, we've just had a recursion of the blood moons that happens every month to month and a half. Type deal. Well, was it a month and a half? I can't remember the exact times when I said it. It happens every
I
so
believe it was a
often.
month and a half.
Was it? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a month and a half or three months. Yeah.
every 6 months, half a year.
Okay, cool. Thought it was longer than that, yeah. So at the moment you'll see what the fuck was that check for?
That was for making food, so
Yeah, I lit the fire with
Wisdom?
Druidcraft.
Wisdom for making food.
usually, yeah.
Because proficiency, yeah. Oh.
I would also add the proficiency to it as well, but yeah.
Dude, I
not
purify
one.
food and drink.
I'm not saying
before
that
we
one.
eat.
If he's making food, he's just poisoned you all.
Yeah, I go purify. No, I'm purifying that shit before we eat it.
But yeah,
I just look at it and I don't touch it.
both moons
I
are out,
would-
but like instead of being like how the night before they were kind of like on the same path as each other, like a lot more separated, going in the same direction.
I just gotta kind of look at it and go, purify food and drink.
Would purified food and drink help, or would right now basically making more new food would be better?
Pretty sure
Well,
it's
it's not
not.
free of poison and disease, so it's at least healthy.
It's at least eatable.
So basically, question: would create food and water be more useful right now?
From
Oh,
what
yeah,
they've just made, probably.
Yeah, then you see that my character starts to cast create food and water. It is bland, but it is edible, and
my
enough water for all of you.
Well, me and the dwarf have spices, so guess what we're
Yeah,
having?
we do. Yeah, we're gonna add in a couple of sprinkles of herbs and spices
For
into
you
it.
guys, I don't need that, but I know that other races need to eat.
And Lucian will grab a bowl of this new food that's just been made.
I'm
After
still
the
thrown
spices
off
and
of the
such
fact
has
that
been
you don't eat.
I gotta tap
Basically-
on the paladin and go, don't forget, Shay needs food too.
Sure, if I can create with it edible
Shay.
crystals, I would make a little bit more crystals and just give it to the crystal eater.
No, don't give it. Don't give it. Don't give all of it, Jared.
It is gone in the next morning. In 24 hours, it would be gone either way.
Does that count as food?
That's fine. Put it in the satchel. Just put it in the satchel.
No, it will be completely, basically, not
It's not
edible
cooked
anymore. So
Like
basically
in the
to
morning, it just disappears, Argo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would put her
Like if you eat it now,
with a stick.
if you eat the food now, like you feel full, you feel quenched. In the morning, you still feel fine, like you feel like you need breakfast. You're not like, oh, I didn't eat anything last night type feeling.
Yeah,
It was
so
like you still had it. Just anything that would be left on like the table would be gone.
A crate food and water. It is will be still there for 24 hours. It will be spoiled and unable to be eaten after 24 hours. So basically, she just gives a bunch of crystals with a stick.
Hey, Shay, do you know that you love your crystals?
Yeah?
Look at your feet.
She looks down.
Bunch of crystals. And you see a stick gets pulled away.
Crystals!
Those are all for you for tonight.
Look, she's gonna have a sugar rush.
I'm staying with the fucking horses while everybody else is fucking LSD.
I basically made Erwin's too from Lord of the Rings.
And just like any dragon, she literally lays on them like a horde and just yum 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 yum.
So after that, I will look over to Augur. So now let's go pray.
Okay, where are we going? Are we just staying here, or do we go somewhere
Is for
private?
this moment, is the sky completely visible with the moons?
Yes.
So the paladin
stay
is
here.
going with the elf on his knees.
It's been a
Yeah,
long time, okay?
Yeah,
Giggity.
he would guide the prayer.
Key words is he was about to become an oathbreaker at this point.
Yeah, so he would guide his prayer.
As you sit there praying, you feel the divine energy around him, refreshing, and once again, because the energy is fresh, you can it's quite clear to you, definitely not the energy of someone that you would think would be called the Moon Maiden type thing. The energy is familiar, but like I say, they're clearly trying to still hide it, but like to you, it's a little bit more obvious now that someone else is trying to do this handiwork, and you know this for the fact of the legends from your home, the fact of the Moon Maiden, what the legends of, and the fact of where you come from, and the Moon Maiden is a legend. There is no god called the Moon Maiden.
Okay, cool. After the prayer, I would turn to the whole group if they're still awake. So
I've went off by myself. I am in my tent, alone, not outside.
back in my time. I'm sorry. Go for us.
I was just sitting under a tree with Lilu behind me.
Cool.
I'm sitting at the campfire.
So back in my time, and you see she tries to not break her voice with that moment. The Moon Maiden was a legend, not a deity. And if I remember correctly, in the legend she's a sister of Bahamut, right?
Yes.
And yeah, she's a sister of Bahamut, not her own deity.
What do you mean?
The moon... There was no Moon Maiden.
The legend from your time specifically said about Bahamut's sister Nevada be reborn into this world as the moon.
It was Bahamut's sister Nevada that would be reborn as the Moon Maiden. But it was a legend.
But the stories I was told as a child, were they not true?
As given, I lived 3,000 years ago. My time was then. And back then, there was no Moon Maiden.
This is the point where I just stand.
Do a history or a religion check for me, Argo. Your choice, history or religion.
What are my right?
I'm shaking the whole world.
Yeah, you're shaking my card as well. Right, my religion check is higher than history. I'll do that one. 19.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's a good
So,
roll.
being told this, you sit there and think back about what you were told about the Moon Maiden and that, and you start to piece together, like, it's very vague. Like, all that, like, you're told about how to worship her, which is what you've just done tonight and stuff, but all it's ever really said about her is, like, she is the one god of this world. She rules over everything. But beyond that, nothing else is really said about her. Like, it's very vague in a description of when people talk about her. It's just, blessed to the Moon Maiden, the Moon Maiden's blessing, and like, they talk about her, but there's not much known about her, so therefore, you start to, like, realize, like, clearly something wasn't right, but people are just accepting.
I am in Soul's tent right now.
Yeah, get it.
What?
Revelation about your character. I'm in bed.
Me and Soul are
No, I
we're
was
fondling
just
our balls.
sitting in the tent, not sleeping.
Giggity gig.
Well, apparently there's a Bartholomew in the doorway.
Don't give him sleeping in a tent.
I would
With
look
no
at
light on.
Argo and be still trying to. He got angry. He punched something.
I punch a tree.
Dad, you punch a tree? What the fuck's wrong with you?
If you want, I can help you. Maybe figure out who you truly worshipped.
Please, because the teachings, the teachings and stories I was told as a youngling, well, a young child.
Youngling.
I know, right?
Didn't realize it was only RP in Star Wars.
He was
Why
in
is the
many
dragon making sleight of
languages
hand
and
checks?
many stories.
The stories and the teachings I was taught as a young child, what you have just told me, it has truly shaken me.
I felt the same after I got told I skipped 3,000 years. I will help you, as I know you are seemingly a fighter of a deity, so a paladin if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Do you have any questions about being a paladin? Hey, to be fair, I'm talking to someone who has multiple people knowledge. Not good at people, but people knowledge.
No, we're looking at the chat.
Yeah, sorry. In roll 20. So real quick, just to bring people up. So Big R, while this is all going on, just types into Clean to Rope, goes, tries to grab apple from Punch Tree, rolls a nat 1 on sleight of hand. Nope, you grabbed Argo's hand.
Walks away.
What's away?
Well, this big emotional thing is going on. All of a sudden, the dwarf is
My world's been shaken. What the fuck are you doing?
By the way, because the description of the spell it's a big fucking spell ending. It's because the preferred level spell I used.
Okay.
Lilu's sleight of hand was trying to take
just
one of
triggered
Shay's
Ryan's
crystals.
So by the way, it's 45 pounds of food
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
and 30 gallons of water.
Jesus.
I
Fuck.
can sustain 15 people, but we have a dwarf, so like I can sustain 8.
Wow, 15. What?
Hey, it's a dwarf. And it's fresh for 24 hours, so we have enough for the next night as well.
Okay. Like, so your world has been shaken.
Yes, my world is shaken. I essentially ask questions about paladins of her time, and if what I was taught being a paladin of our time.
Can you roll a
what are the differences, and if the teachings are correct or incorrect, and how can we fix these?
The answer you can give him is the teachings he's been taught need line up with the legends of worshipping them.
You cut out.
I'm saying
said
that he says the teachings, like when he's talking, like do the teachings of your time line up with what he's been taught now and stuff, and it's like what he's been taught now line up with the legends of the Moon Maiden, of how she would be worshipped if she was existing. And paladins of your time, there was a typical go-to choice for them. Ones that were similar to that of worshipping the Moon Maiden, but wanted to worship a god that wasn't a legend, that they could sit next to, talk to, and eat with. And that was the shield goddess.
God, here comes the shield warrior.
So yeah, there was a path that many took of my time, and because
Specifically, by the way, just to specifically say this, so her name would be Aegis, and she'd be known as the goddess of protection, and she was known as the Shield Maiden, and her symbol was that of two shields on top of each other, and giving like the back one like a crescent moon look. And when you talk about her, you do remember her being very fascinated with this legend of the Moon Maiden, and wasn't particularly like it's not like she worshipped it. Like it was like this goddess was always just like wanted to know more about it.
So her name was Aegis?
Yes,
Aegis, yeah.
Aegis, like an Aegis shield.
She was a protection goddess, but in the same time she was so fascinated about the legend of the Moon Maiden. And I'm not sure, because I was able to talk to her personally sometimes. But of kinda, the energy around you reminds me of that.
So do you think that the teachings that I was taught reflect this god deity?
It reflects how a deity would have worshipped that would be existing at my time. Like, it would be completely correct how you were taught to worship the Moon Maiden. But I think there would be another deity ahead of you if you wish to change.
To show how much, by the way, this Shield Maiden was fascinated, it's what inspired her religious symbol. Like I say, the two shields on top of each other, the fact that the back shield looked like a crescent moon. That's how much she was fascinated, to the point where she even embroidered it into her own religious symbol.
Can I draw it on the floor with a stick?
Yeah.
Cool. You see, I draw it on the floor. That was the goddess of protection, the Shield Maiden symbol. And she was so fascinated, and she wanted so much to learn about this legend, she put it on her symbol.
I see.
That was kind of the symbol that I've drawn. Like, obviously rounder, but...
Oh, cool, yeah. Run.
So, like, the circle in the middle would have been, like, the bump of a shield.
Yeah.
So then it's a full-on frontal shield, and then like, a half a shield crescent moon behind. That wasn't to happen. Whoops. Well, I'll get that back later. Didn't realize when I press clear drawing, it also means clear text.
So, yeah, if you want, I can try and teach you her path.
Sure. As you can understand, I'm a little hesitant because of this breaking news. But if this is how it was really meant to be, then it's meant to be.
We can try to start. I can try to start teaching about her. If you feel comfortable enough going that route still, we can go that route. If you say you don't feel comfortable, I will try to give you the information and help to worship a moon goddess, as I don't know the moon maiden that much.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
And at that moment of acceptance, externally, like vowing, signing a contract almost, and internally willing to do this, feel the presence around yourself, Argo, and you feel the presence around him fade. And just words whisper in your mind, Argo. You have taken my path. I can stop being fake, I can stop hiding. But until you complete the path, I can't give you my true blessings. For now, walk the path without. You feel...
Walk the path of what?
Walk the path without blessing.
Ah.
So, you've accepted walking down this new path, the real path of has been shown you. You've managed to pretty much figure out it's actually the Shield Maiden that's been hiding herself as the Moon Maiden. And she's been giving you this power this entire time. And now that you're vowing yourself to her, and she's been listening and watching, as years ago she had ventured around the world, seeking her new champion, someone who could be her first follower in this world. She chose you long ago. As long ago, before you left and the whole Thieves Guild stuff was going on, there was a point where you took, as you and your mother took in a very hungry, very ill-looking woman that donned two shields. And this was the Shield Maiden, and she chose you as her champion. And
Almost like
now that you've took this path, all of your powers have been taken from you. Because for you to unlock your new powers, you have to walk without first. What this will ultimately result in, I will tell you. For now, it means you can't. You're still a paladin in terms of your cheat, but you can't use any paladin powers right now.
Yeah. So essentially, all my spells.
Yeah, but with this, but this will ultimately lead into you are getting a homebrew class, subclass for paladin.
Ooh.
If you want, we can start tomorrow evening.
Sure.
So you can rest and come to complete closure.
Yes.
After that, would sit to the fire and just stare at it.
Okay. Anyone else got anything they want to do during the night?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and Sol are in a tent.
Okay. you and Sol are in a tent.
We are looking at the dragon orbs and comparing the two of them.
Okay.
As I am inspecting this red orb to see if there's any visual differences between it and the other one. And why one has divine energy and the other has transmutation.
You look over the orbs. The red orb feels... Like, before I even give all the information, the investigation, fuck it.
I did mention I'm using the magnifying glass, didn't I?
No, you didn't mention that, but sure, fine. Okay. So you look over these orbs, and the red one feels lighter.
Oh no, I'm still going to make the check, it's just the magnifying gives me advantage.
Okay.
I love the way, though, that you're making him check. Livy, really?
Hey,
rolled
look,
the same
he
number
can't
twice.
let his high numbers get away with everything. For fuck's sake.
What did you roll?
He rolled a fucking 36 is what he rolled.
How the hell did I roll that? That should not have rolled that.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
that's
what?
not Right?
Yeah, that's not right. What
That's
is it?
not right. It's
Oh, you've rolled two together.
22.
I said to roll with advantage. I said it just rolled. two of
Oh,
them.
right, okay. That's. I mean, here's the thing.
It should have been a 22.
It's 14.
I was about to say
was it?
22 because they both rolled a 14. I was so confused. I looked over at roll 20. It's just like 36. Like, what the fuck? Okay, 22.
Later, yes. Right now,
That's
no.
not so bad.
Okay, so 22. So, like I say, the red orb you feel is lighter. You notice little tiny cracks more on the red orb. It's slightly smaller than your white one. Like, there's imperfections in this red orb if you're comparing it to the white one that you'd only notice upon closer closer examination.
Hard to tell someone something without telling them something.
Get there. It's small, slightly smaller than the right one. Are you sure they're checking their orbs or they're actually checking their testicles?
Yeah, one's red and one's white. That's normal,
Well,
right?
I mean, what you get up to?
Usually, whenever one's red, it usually means inflammation, which means it actually gets bigger. and
What does it
swells,
mean when it's
not
white?
Smaller.
Like pure white as snow.
You're old.
Or it's just been
Someone
very
got excited
cold
about
and it's all iced.
I will say this much.
Lumi,
Well,
I think you have
Bartholomew.
something to discuss with the group.
I have nothing to discuss. It's
Well,
just saying, we're talking about red and white orbs. It's like,
Bartholomew-
well, red means this. Well, what the fuck does white mean then?
Well, Bartholomew is inspecting these orbs. Lucian's just sort of like sitting there, like trying something new that he's never done before, which is meditating, just to try and clear his head of everything that's happened lately, as he finds everything a little overwhelming.
As you've got to meditate, you find yourself slipping into this familiar darkness, like blackscape, like you feel yourself slipping into like you would almost call it a plane of existence almost. Of where Bahamut summoned the twins. Everything was sealed. Do you do anything while in this plane?
Walk around, sort of look, maybe try and reach my hand out.
When you go to reach your hand out, the ground itself, directly underneath where your hand is, just suddenly latches up and a hand of blackness grabs, surrounded in chain. And you just hear, soon.
Why
This
not
is
use
the
voice
first
cue?
time Lucian has heard that.
Bartholomew was trying to keep his hand out of his face. Like, go away.
No, and to you, like, he's just kind of sitting there, like, eyes closed.
I just imagine him sitting over his eyes closed, his hand going out. Just like, what are you doing?
Stop it! I'm busy!
So you notice this crack on... No, you get slapped. Just when you're about to make a breakthrough. Yeah, so what do you do?
What, you mean as his hand fucking grabs me?
Yeah?
I mean, I try and fucking, like, get my hand back, just
Recoil.
pull away.
As you do that, like, for a brief moment while you're pulling the hand away, just the rest have kind of pulled slightly. And you just see half a body at this point. And it's still, like, pitch black, as, like, you remember it from before. Chains all over.
Was it Lucian that seen it, or was it not Big R?
Big R seen it.
No,
yeah.
no, I've seen it as well.
He's seen it, but Big R
I've
seen it.
seen it in a dream. I've freaking seen it through.
But yeah,
Lucian's
he
mind
just kinda-
whenever he was thinking about it.
He just kind of looks at you and he's just like, they won't hold me forever. They'll have to face me. Really, Shay,
Lucian's just
really.
standing there like a little.
God damn it,
panic.
Shay.
Like a little bit panicked on his face.
Too many
doesn't know
crystals.
what to
Like,
say.
oh
Just
God.
looks at this dark thing like, what are you?
I'm you. I'm the part you're rejecting. I'm the part that gives power.
Good lord.
I love Soul's face. Just that this, he was like, "What do I do?"
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, what the fuck?
Are you
am I
going
supposed
down
to
the
do
path of darkness or path of light?
You need
Basically.
Korg to run in and go, piss off, ghost!
Maybe it's the path of both.
What?
Has he let go of my arm yet?
Yeah, he's
Or
let
is
go of
he
your
still
arm.
holding on?
Like he put,
Okay.
like you hold onto your arm enough for his like upper body to come up. And at that point, you let
Okay.
go because you stepped too far back.
Okay. I don't know what's happening here, but I need to get out of here. You this is. I'll
And
say
as-
this much as as this had to just sort of grab, hand to the chest, just
And as you go to like grab your hand to your chest, you look down just to see another being staring up. But this one doesn't look as malicious. It's just a head, and like it's like just the shape of a head, and it's like compared to like the being of pure black you've just been looking at. When you look down and see this, when you look like. It's almost calming, but this head is pure white.
You know what? This music is like so good for this.
good lord. I just sort of take a step back, look at both of them, and then I like turn my head towards the white one. Like,
As you
What's that,
both of them and watch like the white one that was like at you shiver through the floor right next to the black one, and comes up a little bit further to the point its upper body is revealed. Once again, all still pure white, but where the black one is covered in chains of white, this white one body is covered in chains of black.
there's two of you.
Why wouldn't there be? You've had two sides of the same coin of power. You choose
sides.
which one you let out.
As he says that, I just sort of walk over to the being of white and touch it.
As you do, you just feel chains starting to like unshackle themselves on it. But as the chain unshackles, you look down when you're sitting there. And every chain you see snap on this white one, you hear it twice. Like, tsh, just to look over, for every chain on the white breaking, a chain on the black is breaking. Can't have one without the other anymore.
Statues want to combine?
It's the good and the evil.
And at this point,
Light and dark.
a
Seeing it
familiar
again.
silhouette in the background from a light that glows. Silhouette of the twins. Hands out. out of this world. And you watch the chains reshackle and fall down. You are not yet strong enough. I told you, train first before you come into this plane.
I don't even know how I got here. I just tried to clear my mind of everything that's happened. I don't know how I got here.
That's how you get in this plane. State of clear mind. Did Bahamut teach you nothing before he passed you on?
Not really.
I have been told nothing of this. This is the first time I hear about this.
So much to learn. No time to give. For now, must wake. They flick their finger and you just feel like it's almost like someone just flicked you on the head, like waking you up from a state. It's like, what the?
Bartholomew just slapped you in the hand. Oh, I couldn't resist.
I'm actually quite shocked that it wasn't just like he snaps out. There's Bartholomew with the tea right in his face, going, "Would you like some tea?"
Okay, so
He wakes up with Bartholomew slapping him back.
So, in regards to your whisper there, Big R.
Yep.
We'll have gotten an image of this shield maiden that's been spoken about. If you want exact details of how she kind of looks and stuff, go and check out either part 1 or part 2 of the one shot before I left for Ireland, because you met her there. I think it was part 1. It was part 1.
Wasn't that part 2?
I'm pretty sure it was part 1 because
No,
before
it was
you met
part
her.
1, you're right.
Yeah.
It was before we got the
part
worms.
one.
Part 1 when you all left Terragon, go and check that out to
Yeah.
give an accurate description so I don't like fuck up any details.
Yeah.
Go and like I say, go there, check that out. And how you've been told about this legend and stuff. And obviously you already know information. Have you guys know information? Have you guys found out about Bahamut's sister? Has anyone told you about that? You know the story. I remember the story.
We've been told the story. We've been told the story.
The story about how his sister, Nevada, sacrificed herself in order to make sure that Tiamat got sealed. And
Yes.
while during the sacrifice,
I don't believe we were told the sisters' names, were we?
We were not.
you weren't told the name, but you were told about like this, the Bahamut had 2 sisters, Tiamat and Nevada, and Tiamat saw power and stuff, and how Nevada. I'm saying their actual names, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Nevada would sacrifice herself to seal Tiamat, but during the sealing of Tiamat, the sacrifice gave a second blessing, which was to all non-god dragons the power of flight.
Yes, I remember that.
Second part?
Well,
The second part?
I guess I open my eyes and I just see Bartholomew just a little sweaty, just maybe like.
Well, you mean second part of any memories you got? I told you 2 parts. One was about the Shield Maiden, and the other one was about the legend of the one was about the Shield Maiden, the other one was the legend of the Moon Maiden.
I thought it was just Argo's bit you were telling me, not the.
No, it is the Moon Maiden, how she got created, apparently.
Yeah. No, just the description I put in. It was like
from both of them and stuff, like, because that's what they're focusing on right now. So they're the thoughts you're getting.
They're both thinking the same thing. Got it.
Yeah. So obviously,
I just look over at Bartholomew like, did you find anything?
Yeah, imperfections and cracks on this one.
Cracks? That doesn't sound good. I guess that
Also,
would
it's smaller than this other one for some reason. Haven't worked out why one has a different type of energy than the other, however.
Alright.
one with the investigation, I'm guessing you would have also done detect magic.
Yeah.
Upon going upon your old investigation with all that stuff, you would have pretty much more discovered the energy that the white orb was giving off was like its energy, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Where the magic that the red one's giving off is not really its energy. It's more energy that's been put upon it.
Mm. Okay. I explained that to Soul. Not to Lucian, just to Soul.
Oh,
I realized I called you Soul by accident instead of Lucian. I actually went to Lucian too.
Hey, I know you're sitting here next to me, but one moment. Hey, you up there! Yeah, you play with all the figurines of this guy. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this.
Well.
Anyone else do anything during the night?
Well, if I'm taking a watch, I was going to like just use Druidcraft to start growing flowers around the place.
Well, you can be on second watch with me.
So, by the way, I would not wake someone up for watch. I would keep my watch.
Yeah, but Argo might not.
But by the
By the
way,
way, at this point, Lucian would probably like say to Bartholomew that he wants to sleep. It's very,
Alright. Gonna
very
put
tired.
the red orb back in the bag that it belongs to, give it back to him for him to put away, put my orb back in my bag, put it away.
With all the information that I have been that I have received tonight, and hearing that Hart wants to take a turn, I walk over to Hart. Your turn. I'm done for the night. Goes into my tent and just sleeps. Just as soon as head hits pillow, I'm out because I've just been given too much information.
So,
understandable.
I'm guessing no one else has got anything else they want to do throughout the night? Any particular conversations they want to try and bring up with people on watch or anything?
I literally get up and walk away after Shay farts and do a bit of mind reading between Margot and Chaos. And then go sit in the carriage.
Well, as I say, Chaos, if she's staying up, is probably just going to see me growing flowers just randomly out of nowhere.
Well, if no one's got anything specific they want to do, skip till morning. Everyone's had their shifts or whatever they've been doing. Decide if there was a third shift.
I slept through the night because I'm still driving. You know, I'm technically driving here with Mendel and Murdy. I'm not falling asleep. I'm, behind the wheel technically.
When you all slowly wake up, you will all notice, because you were all caught it when you were going to bed, that Chaos's character is still up.
And we all wake up and you hear just a slight humming melody coming from her while she's basically... She doesn't understand, but she puts a little bit of salt on some food and places in front of her. And we're like, I think that's enough flavor.
It being early in the morning, Lucian wakes up. This time grabbing his sword. He's heading outside. He's heading out to do training in the morning.
So you see her on the fire making basically
Just
preparations.
working on his footwork, using his sword, swinging.
Soul's just ignoring that.
I would say, we'll get to that in a moment. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to practice making food again because that last night was disastrous.
You
When you
know
do
you're
it-
walking out to see.
Yeah, when she puts, when you do that, she, hand on your shoulder. I believe in you for this time. And you give me a second, guidance.
What?
You can add a D4.
Oh, okay.
She's
Let's
helping
see.
you cook food.
Yeah, whatever I roll plus my proficiency plus a d4.
Not getting a fucking...
That is 11 plus proficiency is plus 3, so 14 plus a d4. Let me roll.
He gets a lot of shit.
Power of a rogue.
1.
So 15.
15? Yeah, you managed to make some decent food.
Well, hey!
You've managed to make pretty much what we would call the equivalent of like a fry up for breakfast type thing.
Yeah, you made an oyster fry. Let's go.
Well, someone's happy.
So while everyone else is like waking up, getting ready for this food stuff, So while in this trance, like you focus so much on training, swinging your sword and stuff, and getting your footwork and everything right, that feel again just in the back of your head. You've like entered a trance with like your training almost, and you don't see them, but you feel the presence of once again this black and white being. And upon feeling it, like nothing like trying to break through or anything, just they're there, like that, like type thing, and you just subconsciously feel your other hand starting to do movements as well, even though there's no weapon in it.
Okay.
So like everyone else, you're like swinging one sword, but the stances and the footwork you're doing. It's almost like you're holding two swords, but the other hand's empty.
I would walk up to him with food and just with the stick, because he has a weapon in the hand. So I don't with the stick just tap his shoulder. Food.
You find yourself at this moment when you're tapped, just because of the trance, and like as the trance breaks. Your hand, you turn around and you find yourself with the hand that's not holding anything, but like almost like you were holding a sword, like ready to fight. Like,
Huh? I don't remember doing it.
And I would just hold the food out.
Put my sword away and like, thanks. Start eating. What the?
I'm assuming the rest of us are just sitting there eating away.
Yeah.
Then I would walk a little bit away, so they don't hear what type of prayer I do for my deity.
Okay.
I'm still napping at the front of the
Jay,
carriage.
what are you doing again?
I'm gonna pray to my deity, but so that no one hears it.
I'm still sleeping under Lily's wing.
Apparently, I'm up and all, and Shay's handing me food.
I guess I'm going to wake the two that aren't awake.
You don't mean the three?
Oh, so
No,
I'll
there's only
say after
He's
this
okay.
has happened, I walk over to our dear old paladin and I'm like, would you mind lending me your sword? There's something I want to try.
Sure. Yeah, I believe I have a spare sword. Hold on.
I don't think
I do. I still have my longsword. Remember, I got a longsword with a plus one.
No. Your
You got
longsword with a
sword
plus one
upgraded.
is your longsword upgraded.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, just hands full. Look after it.
Will do. And I just sort of go back to where I trained, this time pulling out both swords, just try and like take the same stance as I did before, and try and go to swing with one and then swing with the other.
You feel slightly unnatural at first, like in your conscience state.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Before you comment, can we see this?
Yes. You're in an open field right now.
I'm just going to kind of shout at him. You might be better starting with a dagger. To get the food.
He's holding two-handed weapons. This, huh?
No, longsword's a one-handed weapon.
You can hold them one or two.
One-handed or two-handed.
Like they say, you start swinging, it feels unnatural at first in like your conscience state, but the more you start like kind of mimicking the movements that you were feeling before, kind of like from just brief form memory, since you were kind of zoned out, like
Right.
the more you start picking up on it, like it starts to feel kind of natural, but still not quite right.
No, because I've never
Like the best way to describe it is like, does your character actually have a longsword? Just to check, by the way, like you.
My character has a longsword.
Yeah. So the best way to describe it is like the longsword in your main hand you're kind of used to, but the feeling as you snapped out the trance was both your hands felt lighter than they do right now.
Alright. Well, I'll just continue training like all morning before, like, until we go. And
Okay.
then I'll give the potato. Well, give our dear paladin back his sword.
No, potato's fine.
So, has anyone got anything else they want to do during this morning before setting off?
I'm still sleeping in the front of the carriage.
I attempted to wake you up. But...
Why are you two having a fun war?
But yeah, no, I'm just training with the 2 swords until we go.
Okay.
You want 2 daggers?
No, it's fine.
They're lighter.
It's fine.
So, after your training, all your breakfast and stuff, get on the carriage, set off, and we're going to end the session with the sight of Rudius Village coming into view. That's where we'll end.
Adam's from?
Yes,
That is where Bartholomew's from.
that's where we're going to end it.